just when you thought that we were going to have a whole other discussion about, I don't know, racism, white cops shooting black people, ISIS, or any other of these other things that everybody is trying to get you to draw attention to, no. We are going to hit the hardest thing coming across nowadays, folks. Sexual harassment at its finest. Loki and Jabroni breaking it down, coming at you.
You know, we're not 30 seconds into the show and you're already triggering somebody out there. You did say in the last week you were going to use this as your platform to piss a bunch of people off, and you are well on your way, my friend. In case you guys are listening on audio-only platforms, he is holding up hashtag Animal Crackers, which was our former bumper song, which 9,461 of you complained about. Now we can't play it anymore. But Ed throws it in there every now and again.
But it's still fun.
It's still fun. I still love that song.
I can hear it right now at home. It's not the fucking song.
Fucking song rules.
Fucking song, man.
The fucking song
fucking
rules.
Song.
Well, welcome everyone to the Loki and Jabroni Show, the place to be on a Tuesday night live streaming or anywhere else when
fucking
you
hell
steal
yeah.
your podcasts. My name is Jabroni. To my right, drinking a beer.
Loki, as always.
The man in the box who is checking us out right now on the live feed.
Eddie Focus.
Eddie Focus. How the hell are we this week, gentlemen? And I say
Eddie
gentlemen because I don't
Focus.
want to piss anybody off.
All right, well, let me open up my Facebook so we can have a couple people reading some
There we go.
some debauchery today from the Loki and Jabroni Hubbles.
I got to say, with the lights and the new camera and all that, we look pretty fucking fantastic.
You look
right now.
fantastic.
Thank you.
You know what? The only thing that would have made it even better
It would have been the body paint.
is if you were all in purple right now,
Next
baby.
week, next week, I got a special surprise. This is too big of a subject to take seriously with someone sitting here painted all purple and gold.
I agree.
So next
I
week,
agree.
next week, you will get your just desserts, and I will get my comeuppance, and I will have the purple and gold body paint schnabitz Fernum right here in the Gimmick Clubhouse. We're going to make it happen.
Big. What's on your mind, real quick? I got to give a big shout out to. I'm not a big Steelers fan, but my boy took a big hit. Got a spinal. They call it a spinal contusion. The good news is it's from the same team. Tommy Maddox had the exact same injury.
Oh yeah,
and
10 years ago?
Right, and he was up like a day later. It was a pretty freaking nasty hit. I just, hope he's doing good. Obviously, it's something that you can bounce back from. And two, real quick, Patriots Nation, I'm pissing you off. What's up with your big daddy Gronk, man? Did he have a little baby fit last night or yesterday or Sunday? I'm sorry. What was going on with that? Why do you have to hit the guy on the ground?
I have no idea.
You didn't see
It was a shitty hit.
It was a dirty hit, man.
It was a very dirty hit.
It was a dirty hit.
Can you guess who's watching right now?
Then I have to guess.
No, Tommy, not Gene. Gene will never watch this show. I had to throw this one out there. I'm hoping to get a live report from Tommy. Tommy, if you're still with us, live report from Atlanta in January.
Yeah, buddy. There you go. So I got to say, look, we understand that he was pushed off. Okay. The guy definitely went like this and then caught the interception.
Right.
You know what? Refs haven't been catching a lot of things. Oh, my God. Surprise. Is this surprising to you that the refs have been sucking just last Sunday? Like
what, in the Vikings-Falcons game? The first quarter, I thought the teams were sucking. I really did. I thought that they were just being retardedly stupid, which our teams have been known to be coming down the stretch.
These refs are retardedly stupid. They don't know what they're doing. So regardless, I get that. Gronkzilla there decided to come back in his frustrations. But Gronk, can I just tell you something, bro? You're like, I don't know, like 390 pounds. You're like fucking 8'7".
He's like the big show of football.
Yeah, like if they ever made a Shrek real life, you'd be the first one to be in fucking line for it. Abso-fucking-lutely, no doubt in my mind, dude. Green body paint, you're Shrek all day. You can't drop an elbow on the back of somebody's cranium, regardless if they're wearing a helmet or not. Now, here's my rant. 1 fucking day suspension? Are we serious right now? Are we serious about this?
On a hit like that?
One day.
Is it one game or one day?
Well, it's one day because it's one game.
So can he go with the squad? Can he practice?
Oh yeah, he can practice, do that whole thing. It's one game. It's
That's
just one fucking game.
You know what?
Dude.
I
It's one
just put up
fucking game.
Now this is the hashtag episode. We got all our hashtags right here. Didn't want to break this out right away. Or shit. 100%. He should have a 2-game suspension. No
Dude, at
access
least.
no access to the facilities.
At least.
This is for you, Shrekowski.
Shrekowski.
You called him Shrek? Well, I'm going to call him Shrek. Shrekowski.
He is fucking. He's a big doofy Shrek, and he just proved it. Bill Belichick has been known to say that he doesn't like this fucking guy at all. He puts up with him because he's a fucking monster on the
Why
field.
is he still there then?
He's a monster on the field. You can't stop him.
You can find Jimmy Graham could do the same job. Get him from
People
fucking
don't argue
Seattle.
with success.
No, exactly.
No, you're exactly right.
That's exactly it.
Think of how many assholes have played
for
for
the rest of
Atlanta
the world
or
out
Vikings
there,
or whomever.
Right. For the rest of the world out there, you got to realize that Gronk is just a big motherfucking child, and he's going to do these things, and he's going to continue to do these things.
Doesn't make it right. And
It
I
doesn't.
know,
No, you're
I know.
absolutely right. You're
Again, being
absolutely
here
right.
in the heart of Patriots country, you're gonna have a bunch of people going, "No, man, that was a clean hit." No, it wasn't. The man was already down, and
Yeah.
you speared him. You basically speared him.
No, absolutely, absolutely, and that's fucking
Bad fucking move.
No, it is. It's horrible. It's horrible. Real quick breakdown. Obviously, you're going to be wearing purple next week. I had to
And
wear,
gold.
I had to wear. Yep, I had to wear the red, the scarlet, and
You had the
whatever.
scarlet and white, no silver on. No, there was silver on the
No,
sleeve.
there was silver. There
Yeah.
there was silver on my American Eagle sweatshirt.
That's correct. That's correct. Spare no expense to.
Our buddy Andrew there, his Eagles unfortunately fell to the Seahawks. The Giants decided to sit Eli Manning.
What was the finish on that?
Oh, and who did they put in Eli's place?
Geno Smith.
Oh my God, Geno Smith from the Jets. Are you sure? Yes, we are sure. Hashtag Eli's going to go to Jacksonville, where his old coach is, with a really bad ass defense, and win a Super Bowl.
Well, I guess my message for Giant fan is hashtag eliminated. With
Yeah.
Eli being in big ass letters because
Oh no, they're gone. They're gone.
they were gone 3 weeks ago. You remember the kickoff back in September? They were gone then.
Somebody needs to call PETA because the Ravens beat them Lions up, and to put fucking pancakes to dollars on that, they couldn't even blow up the old fucking.
I hope Tommy's still watching. Yes, I was going to mention the most Detroit thing I have ever seen is them trying to implode the Pontiac Silverdome, and it doesn't work.
And it doesn't work.
And Angela and I, we saw that news story. We're watching all these other implosions like the Georgia Dome and the King Dome and the Cincinnati Riverfront Stadium. Goes off without a hitch. They try it in Detroit. What happens? Poof, 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 poof.
Yes.
We're still here. We are still here.
Did you see the selfie the guy took from inside the stadium?
No.
Like he literally went inside the stadium and he took a fucking picture. All there's just like
classic.
some cracks, dude. There's just some cracks, and that's it. That
That's
fucking
classic.
thing was
So, Tommy, if you would share this with Senor Cicchini, let him know that we're heartbroken that the stadium is still standing.
Nicole, how about them Cowboys?
Are they even still playing football?
Yeah, how about that? Didn't they win? They actually won on Thursday.
What are
Yeah,
they,
there
what are they
you
like
go.
4 and everything right now?
Who Dak?
Who
Who Dak? Who Dak?
Kiss my Dak. Ooh, that's a hashtag right
Panthers Saints, very good fucking game. Saints actually besting Cammy and his little faithful buddies there. Matt Khalil's doing outstanding on that team, huh?
there. Yeah, right.
$55 million trash can right there.
That's going to be a T-shirt. Hashtag Kiss my Dak.
I kiss my.
And it's going to have
buddy.
every logo of the NFL except the Cowboys. And just read Kiss my Dak.
Or just put the Cowboys there,
Then we could do that instead of a hashtag.
but
a
make
star.
it pink or something like that. Make it
Ooh,
like
I like
atrocious
that.
colored. You know what I'm saying? That would be.
How dare you disparage
Perfect.
the colors
That
of
would be-
America's team?
Why would you do
motherfucker.
that? Why would you do that? All right,
Because
so
they suck.
that's your sports rundown, real quick.
Yes.
Is real quick. I've been meaning to ask you this. Is Conor McGregor gonna ever fucking defend these titles, or is he just gonna walk around like my fucking shit don't stink
A
everywhere?
lot of talk about that recently. I'd like to believe he's still the fighter.
Defender
we
stepped
think he
down,
is.
man.
Yeah, exactly.
Defender stepped down. I
hand
mean,
the titles back.
Right, exactly.
Just hand them back.
If you ain't going to do anything with them, he recently tweeted him walking out of the hotel. He was on a date with Rita Orta. Is that Rita Orta? Yeah.
No idea.
Rita Orta, right? Isn't that the fucking Ed?
They're like
Rita Orta? Isn't that the fucking hip hop chick there?
with McGregor?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she actually tweeted on a date with the Notorious one.
No shit.
And he actually has pictures, and that's when. So everybody went off, and they were like, "Well, that's classy. How's the wife and the kid doing?" You know, like they were fucking hammering him. So then, on his Twitter page, he took a picture of him walking out of the hotel with "out of my fucking way." It just says "out of my fucking way" or "me out of me fucking way," and then everybody was like, hashtag Fukin, you know, like that.
Yeah, apparently they went to a fashion show together.
Yeah, they fucking. Well, he looked good. I'll tell you what, he looked good. He always.
Was he wearing that pinstripe suit that?
No, I love that one, but no,
good.
he was wearing burgundy. It was I'll tell you what, this motherfucker does know how to wear a suit.
Okay,
he does know how to wear a suit, but
it's because he can hire people to dress him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's probably the case.
Exactly.
Right there. I ain't gonna lie
but
to you.
bottom line, dude, I gotta say, I'm there, man. Defend or step down.
Yeah.
Defend or step down.
No, nobody wants a champion that doesn't go out there and fight and prove that he's every bit the guy he was when he won the championship. That goes for boxing, MMA, karate, you name it. Whenever there's a singular, that would be like Cripes. If Dale Earnhardt Jr. had won the championship this year and then retired, no, you got to defend that. You have to go out there and show that it wasn't a fluke and I deserve this. You know, and there hasn't been a repeat champion since that queer in the 48. Hashtag not my champion. And
I thought fucking the other queer in the 24 did it.
No, there hasn't been a repeat champion since the queer in the 48.
Since.
The queer in the 24 was the last back-to-back champ before the queer in the 48.
Yeah.
So, anyhow.
And then before the 3.
But they all come back and they run. The only champion that never really got a chance to defend himself in NASCAR was Alan Kulwicki because 6 races into the next season he died in a helicopter
I was
crash.
going to say, yeah.
So, not his fault.
Death does kind of come for us all, and unfortunately it was during his defending season, so, hey.
Yeah, he gets a pass.
You get a pass from us, buddy. You're good. We don't know. Ed, how you doing, man?
Doing good.
You doing
anything on
flavorful?
your mind?
No, not really.
You want to make something up?
Are you mad that they took away Crystal Pepsi?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh, Christ.
See, I'm like reading minds today, man.
Well, no, you know what? It's funny. This is a perfect example of how your tastes change or your tolerance to sugar changes.
Yeah.
As you get older. When I was a kid, Crystal Pepsi all day. I'll bathe in it.
No.
But when it came back, I had a couple, and I'm like, yeah. I had a couple, and it was like, I feel like ass, just like when I drink regular Pepsi, when I drink regular Coke. You know, if there was a diet Crystal Pepsi, maybe I'd go for it.
Right.
But, you know, but Surge is still the same.
Is it really?
I'll tell you what, dude, that my mom dropped by, and she picked up that Not Your Father's Mountain Brew.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
That tastes just like Surge, in my opinion, dude. It doesn't taste like Mountain Dew. It tastes like Surge. I think it tastes more like Surge than Mountain Dew.
Yeah, Amy thought it tastes more like Mellow Yellow than Mountain Dew.
Yeah, maybe a mellow yellow.
You know?
Yeah.
So I actually didn't like it.
It wasn't Mountain Dew. Definitely not Mountain Dew. I would say, yeah, maybe mellow yellow. Kids used to like that.
Or what's the Walmart one?
Mountain Lightning.
Mountain Lightning.
That's good shit right there.
And Dr. Thunder.
Dr. Thunder.
So what's
you
up,
can't
my
get
bro?
away from that shit.
What's up, my bro?
Oh,
Bring the lightning and the thunder. Yo, I'm sorry.
Could you see an ad for that? Like, Walmart's bringing the lightning and the thunder in the beverage aisle. Mountain Lightning.
Dr. Lightning.
Dr. Thunder.
Mountain Lightning.
Well, it's like
Dr. Thunder.
Expand your beverage experience.
Well, it's like, remember ShopRite used to have that? They tried their own mascot, the Scrunchy Bear.
Oh my God!
And he was like
Scrunchy
on
Bear.
all the ShopRite
Peanut butter
shit,
and
the cereal. It was like marshmallow treasures. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
It's like what is the bags of cereal that suck? Malto meal, Malto gimmick.
Malta meals.
Thank
oh,
you.
Yeah.
They're not bad though.
No, those
They're
are
not good.
those are
For
better than
$1.99.
Yeah, I was
going to
say for like $2.
For a 40-pound bag.
That's-
Speaking
that's
of
not-
40-pound
I was gonna
bags,
say,
we'll talk about
it's
that in a minute.
better than the scrunchy fucking shit, all
Right?
right? They had the prehistoric dino chips that were supposed to be fucking Fruity Pebbles.
What the hell? They called them something. Fucking
Dino something.
yeah.
Dino Biddies.
Well, the Captain Crunch. We had. I say we because I used to work there. We had fucking Captain Crunch, and it was called
Yeah.
something else.
like matey.
I was going to say
Oh, it was something like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Crunch matey
It was
or
like
Crunchy-o matey.
Crunch barrels or some shit
Lieutenant
like that.
Crunch. He wasn't good enough to be captain.
I'm just waiting for a grocery store chain to come out where they just label all their generic stuff, not Lucky Charms,
That'd be some good
not
shit.
Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
Fake honeycomb.
Yeah.
No, just not. You just
Not.
go not. Everything's
Not.
not.
Not. Yeah, if you put not in front of it, it makes it not fucking Fruit Loops.
It's like
Right?
Not fucking Frankenberry.
Not Miller Lite. Chris is like, I'll try it.
No, I'll try anything once. Fuck it.
that fucking shit. Hell yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
I
you're
can't
fucking-
believe it's not Miller
It
Lite.
really isn't Miller Lite. All right. I guess I got to
I
throw
love
one of
generic.
these.
We love generics because we po.
Yeah, pretty
Pow.
much. All right, I got one, and it's anybody who's ever worked. I watched a guy do this today. I went to the store on my lunch and got some grub because that's what you do. You go to a convenience store, or maybe go to McDonald's or whatever. And I got this old guy in front of me in the line. He's got his gimmicks and whatnot, and the girl goes, "What is it? White sexual chocolate? Nice. Is that like not sexual chocolate?
Oh, it's white.
All right, I
Sexual
get it.
chocolate.
So the young lady says,
White cake.
okay, that'll be like 4 and some change. And what does this old fuck do? He opens up his wallet and does this. And he just tosses the money on the counter. As if, pick up my money, bitch.
I would have picked up the money, and then I would have went
Oh, fuck
with
no.
the change.
There is no excuse in this world for you not to, and I don't care if you're working at McDonald's or Neiman Marcus, you hand the person the money. Try having some respect. Try having some common courtesy. Don't throw that money on the ground like she's some $2 whore that gave you the herb.
Human being.
Exactly.
Unless, of course, you're paying a ticket, in which case you use pennies and you just dump it on the counter.
You ever hear the story about Rusty Wallace, the NASCAR driver?
No, but there was a story recently of somebody.
Krusty Wallace.
He went to go pay a ticket,
Getting
and he
pennies.
wanted to use his credit card. And they said, well, there's like a $1.75 surcharge to use a credit card. And he's like, are you fucking serious? So he like walked out, came back with the pennies, dropped the pennies in.
Mm-hmm.
The cops were pissed at him.
Fuck it.
And like as he's leaving the building, they grabbed him and fucking roughed him up and like arrested him for disturbing the peace.
That's bullshit. He didn't disturb anything except he brought the freaking fine in.
It's legal currency.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Rusty Wallace got a $25,000 fine once from NASCAR. Can't remember what it was. He had it delivered in Brinks trucks, all in pennies. $25,000 in
That's
pennies.
awesome.
That's awesome.
That's
That
why
is-
he was one of my favorite race car
That's
drivers,
awesome.
not just because he was fucking awesome, but you want to pay off a $25,000 fine? Here you go. Count it.
Fuck
1
yeah.
cent at a time. And then shove it up your ass. But seriously, folks, if you're in a store or at a restaurant or anywhere, heaven forbid, Saturday night, I saw somebody throwing their money across the bar, I might have gotten a fight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's just bullshit. Have respect. These people are working just like you do, most of you anyway. I've seen
Yeah.
some,
If I was behind the bar, I'd be like, I'm going to assume this is a gift and just pocket it right in front.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
because you didn't hand it to me, threw it on the bar like I do with a tip. I'll throw a buck on the bar, $2. That's me giving a tip. But when that young lady says that'll be $6.95, here you are. Now I'm going to hand it over.
And I take that tip back because that's outrage.
Common human fucking decency, people. Learn
a-
it. Learn it.
It's your. Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. Your. Just saying.
Right. Speaking of common human decency, why don't we dive
you know-
into... Uh-oh.
Lincoln Onnecock says, if you correct grammar, you could be a Nazi.
I've heard him say that
I think
before.
I might be, though. I think I might be Red Skull.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Lord. He's going to take it that way.
All right.
So common human decency does exist, but not in this category. Let's take it away.
No, we are going to break down sexual harassment because we actually we hit up on it a little bit last week on what's fucked up, and it's actually really funny because I mean obviously sexual harassment is not funny, but the fact that Ed was like these are despicable people, like you got to understand people like These are not like little fucking things. This is like people getting feels up on women that are knocked out, drunk, or whatever it may be. A few of these women, like I personally said on Twitter, knew what they were getting into, but they did it to further their careers.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of how you want to look at it, sexual harassment in the workplace or in any place is not acceptable. It's not. In case you guys need for us to break it down.
In what way?
We can break down what sexual harassment is. So why don't you take over the mic, and I will look up the actual sexual harassment term.
The terminology, definition, etc., so forth. GimmickNamesFirm.com.
Yes.
Harassment.
Harassment. Harassment.
Harassment.
Harassment.
Harassment.
Depending on what section of the country you come from. Inappropriate touching, any unwelcome touching. If you don't like someone putting... And you have to... Listen, before we get too far, if somebody, male, female, or otherwise, goes like this on your shoulder, you're not a touchy-feely person, I'd say that shoulder touch is a freebie. Then you establish your boundaries. So that's not cool. I'm not a big fan of inappropriate. I'm not a fan of touching in general.
Right.
I'm not a hugger. I'm really not. So if somebody who I barely know, or hell, if I've known for years and years, but I just don't like them enough to hug, I'm not a hugger. Do not approach me with a hug. It's not
Sexual
who I am.
harassment, simply explained, is bullying or coercion of sexual nature or the unwelcome or inappropriate promise of rewards in exchange for sexual favors.
Quid pro quo.
This is what...
I'll agree with that.
This is
You
what
knew what you were
people,
getting into.
No, but this...
Fucking deal with it.
But this
End
is...
of show. Let's
but
go to
think
top
about
10.
this. But think
no.
about this.
No, that's not what I meant.
Hold on. In most modern legal contexts, sexual harassment is illegal. Now, keep that in mind. In most modern legal contexts, sexual harassment is legal. Or is illegal.
Illegal.
I'm sorry, illegal.
If it were legal, Charlie Rose would still have a job.
No, think about that. I mean, even if we are kind of like making a comment
You
about
should
it.
note, too, like some companies have their own policies
Yes.
on what they consider to be harassment, and they're usually clearly defined.
Yeah,
Right,
like
exactly.
at Mohegan Sun,
You can-
we went through,
If you have
every
any
management
questions,
person went
you
through.
can go to your employer and you can get a
Human
copy
resources.
of your handbook and you can find out what each one of your own jobs
At
sexual
Mohegan Sun,
harassment
every
is.
manager had to go through the sexual harassment court, and they say, course, not court. If you touch somebody, you went through the court.
Oh, you did.
Here
Oh,
to
you went.
here. This is your safe zone. This is the only appropriate space to touch between the elbow and the wrist. And even now, I'm sure that somebody will take offense to that. It's like, oh my God, he touched me.
I am a little offended that you touched your arm without getting consent first.
I don't need consent.
I agree.
I'm fucking jabroni, damn it. I am king shit of the penis people right here.
Are you implying that none of us are allowed to touch your penis?
Yes. Hashtag not his penis.
Not my penis.
You know, and again, one of the big things, I'm going to go to one of my hashtags here. I got a lot of them. One of the big things I have a problem with in all of these situations, whether there's multiple allegations or one, is that there's not a whole lot of investigation going on. There's not a whole lot of inquiry into the subject. Ed, you got accused of this 17 years ago. You're fired.
Mm-hmm.
You are
Well,
guilty
you get
until
asked to
proven
step
it.
down.
Whatever. Same. In this country, hashtag innocent till proven guilty. How about we remember the due process and stop taking these money-grubbing hoes, not all of them, please. Again, you know what? I'm going to piss somebody off.
Bring it right into that. Our boy frickin' Danny Masterson, we just found
Yes.
out about. And he actually used that exact same thing. They are actually guilty until you're proven innocent, and he truly believes this. Unfortunately, in case you guys don't know who Danny Masterson is, he's from That 70s Show. He's also from the show on Netflix called The Range. Well, they offed his character. The Ranch. They took his character out. He is written out completely. He is done. He is off the show.
I think they were saying he'll show up halfway into the next season that's coming up, and then he's phased out.
Right.
Because they've already filmed a lot of it
Right.
with him. So.
Exactly. But
What happened? What happened to having the opportunity to clear your name?
It's already been supposedly the police are all over him now. He has got 4 cases of sexual harassment on him, and one of them is rape. One of them is physical rape.
Yeah,
and
I
he's
didn't hear about
actually
this.
Yeah, that's
and he's
crazy.
actually been fighting this since 2006.
That shouldn't happen at all.
So he says, obviously he's never been arrested, he's never been convicted, nothing other than. I mean, I look at the guy, and I mean, obviously you can't judge a book by its cover, but I mean, I've never heard of anything nasty coming out of him any time in his career. He seems like a pretty chill guy. To be honest with you, he looks like a stoner, just like from the frickin' That 70s Show.
It's not like he's a huge superstar. Like
No, exactly.
There aren't like movies lined up with Danny Masterson. He goes
No.
from one TV show to the other, and occasionally he'll pop up in an independent feature.
Right, so he
But,
goes up to a
yeah.
chick and he's like, "Yo, you want some Danny Masterson dick? You need to fucking bend over and let me see that shit."
Wow.
baby."
Yeah.
Like,
That's a hell of a pickup line.
Unless-
but
unless he's
that's
say-
what it makes it seem like. Come on, rape is bringing
Unless
him in
he's
there.
saying,
Can you repeat that line again?
you want, unless he's going up to girls and he's like, "You want to meet Ashton Kutcher and get punked?
Well, yeah,
Do you?
yeah, yeah.
Do you?"
Oh yeah.
I'm remembering that. I'm going to try that. When I get home,
Triggered.
I'm going to try that. Yeah, I'm
Triggered.
triggered already. Fuck it.
Triggered. I guess one of the questions we should go around: has anybody at this table experienced sexual harassment outside of the work, inside of the work, and how did it make you feel if it happened?
I don't know there was so much sexual harassment. I had a co-manager at a place I worked at about 20-some years ago reach into my pocket and get my keys. I was busy doing something. "I need your keys." "I'll give them to you in a second." "Don't worry, I got them." Inches away from little Chris and the twins. But never said anything about it. Never. Not once, because I don't think the intent was there. Of course, now somebody could do that, and it sounds like it's like real close, but I knew what the intent was. It wasn't like she was like, "I'm going to get the keys, and while I'm down there, you get the happy ending." It wasn't like that. I've known people who have been sexually harassed at the job. I've known people who have sexually harassed others at a job. Some of them lose their jobs. Some of them keep getting promoted. God only knows fucking why.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But it also depends what kind of job. Now, go back 20-some years in government or in civil jobs like a fireman, policeman, etc. Someone comes out and says, Eddie Focus sexually harassed me, and here's some witnesses and this and that, and then there's like 75 witnesses, that whole, what did you call it? I'm sure in every civil department, ambulance, fire, police, there's that curtain of silence.
Oh, with cops, it's the blue wall of silence.
Right. I'm sure with every municipality type thing,
Yeah, I
there's
guess
some
with fire
sort of,
department, it'd be red wall of silence.
Sure. And in the ambulance game, it's the bloody wall of silence. Fuck, I don't know. But then you have all your cronies get together and say, "Nope, that didn't happen that way," because we all stick together and we lock arms and we skip down the path like the fucking Care Bears at the end, whatever.
We love the Care Bears, though.
But if they're honest, if they're real and it's proven and it really did cause you mental or physical harm, and it wasn't just you trying to make a quick buck or knock somebody off their pedestal, then you need to do something about it. Not 17 years from now, not 25 years from now. How about 25 minutes from now?
Right. Agreed.
Get your breathing, get your wits about you, find human resources or a lawyer or a cop or never mind, forget I said
Well, you
cop.
remember that story with the mattress girl?
The mattress girl.
Girl walking. She had sex with somebody. Some weeks went by. She talked to her friends. Her friends convinced her that she was raped because she regretted doing it. And then she started carrying her mattress around college, screaming, "This is the mattress I got raped on, and this is who did it." Like, it was...
So she wasn't happy with the walk of shame. She decided to shame this poor young
right.
gentleman.
Well, her friends convinced her
Of
that she was
course they
raped.
did.
Now, nobody really knows what happened in that bedroom, but
Except two
this
people.
girl went on to film a video of herself actually getting raped for an art project later. So, yeah. So it's questionable. So that's why the innocent until proven guilty.
I was going to say, I don't know if I would cast it as art. I mean,
A cascading waterfall is art. Rape is not art.
well, no, because
My opinion.
Because look, I mean, let's be honest. Rape could be involved in a
We
film.
don't want to offend y'all.
No,
rapists
rape
out
can
there.
be involved in
No,
a film
the people who've
or
been
something like
raped.
that, and that's
Yeah.
considered art. It's in a show is considered art in its sense. You
You
know
all
what I mean? So
remember-
I can see where that is coming from, but just to randomly throw a rape with no story, no back, no nothing, and just just acted out is a little peculiar. To
Y'all
me.
ever seen I Spit on Your Grave, the original
Oh my
one, not
God.
the shitty remake?
Oh
The
my
remake was awesome.
Whatever.
So was the sequel.
Stay over there.
That
The
was
rape scene, I can't even
horrible.
watch. I turn away. I can't see
horrible.
stuff like that. And for somebody to put that on film, yes, it was an independent film. Yes, it was like 1970 and the rules were different and yada yada, whatever. I can't watch.
No, that was horrible.
And especially now, being the
onion,
father of a
remember
daughter.
the onion fields?
Yes.
Oh my God!
You ever see the movie Teeth?
No.
Yes, that was horrible.
I was like, oh, I couldn't watch that.
vagina with a big fucking gaping.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when she's like, in the pool with her little brother, and all of a sudden his fingers bleeding. It's like,
Why were your
ugh.
fingers? Was this filmed in Arkansas? The fingers were a little too close to the teeth.
He was
It's on
trying
Netflix
to,
right
yeah.
now. Watch it.
Oh,
Teeth.
The last thing you had me watch has disturbed
You
me
love.
for the rest
You
of my life.
love
Really? Which one is it?
Glow.
No.
Oh.
Big Mouth.
Big Mouth.
That has disturbed me in ways
Oh, that
you
movie.
don't
That
wanna
show is
know.
fucking fantastic.
It's
I can't
hilarious.
wait for more.
It's hilarious, but boy, that will disturb you in ways you don't even want to talk about.
If you're if you're like a total prude, that show will make you very uncomfortable.
Some of it just piss out loud hilarious,
Tough-
but some of it you're
I'm
just
sorry.
like,
I've
"Oh."
watched that episode where he fucks the pillow like 9 times. It's just so fucking
What was
funny.
the name of the pillow?
I can't remember.
Pilbo Baggins.
Bilbo Baggins. That's right. He microwaves a bag of peas so it's
Yep.
nice and warm. Puts it in there, and it's like his pillow gives birth, and it looks like his brother. It's like, oh my God, you whore!
And this is the kind of shit that we do right here on the Loki and
Wow.
Jabroni Show.
Wow.
How about you? Have ever been involved with, had any on you, or
Hasn't happened to me, but I've been around it, and it's I won't go into who it was, but yeah, it was very close to me, and I'll tell you this, it got very serious. It got very close, and he almost lost his job. At this point, you're talking everything, and it ended up that this person was lying, so they lost their job. But it was this close. To like him actually losing everything. And he just had, at this point, he was having a kid, and it was, on the way. And it was
and that
some
might-
pretty fucking, it's some scary shit. Like, especially being that close to it. I was actually watching it unfold, and it's not something that should be taken lightly, number one. And it's not something that people should joke and try to take power over. It was me and Jay were talking about it earlier, and, I said, oh yeah, I said that would just be nasty to me if my boss Liz came up to me and was like, fuck me or you're fired. And she's like, oh no, you'd love that. And I was like, no, I wouldn't. I was like, that's, it was a joke. I get where she was coming from, but I just also want people to understand, like, as a guy, that is not like, I don't care what people say. Oh, it's a fantasy to fuck your girl boss. No, it's not. No, it's not. Like, if it comes to that, like, if it's an intimate thing that you build up to it, and absolutely, then yeah, that's fucking cool as shit. If it's something where it becomes terms like what these people are doing, and this is the other point that I'm making, is we don't see this guys coming forward. All we're seeing are girls coming forward and it really does seem like
there was that guy with George Takei, but he's flat out denied it, and it's kind of getting
I was
brushed
gonna
off.
say, yeah.
I gotta say, I don't buy the Takei one.
I don't either. I'm sorry.
There's too much evidence to prove the guy's making it up.
Yeah, that's just. Yeah, but that's just. But that's also a guy on a guy. I'm talking about guy who gets sexually harassed from a girl.
What is the difference? Guy on girl, girl on guy, guy on guy, girl
because
on
you're
girl?
not gonna. The point that I'm trying to make is
a power position is still a power position.
No, I agree. But the point I'm trying to make is, since they can't get us to fucking beat the bejesus out of ISIS because Russia already took care of that, and freaking Islam already took care of all that.
Cops aren't shooting black people anymore.
And exactly. White cops.
White We haven't white cops.
White cops are not shooting black people, or at least we're not hearing about it anymore.
Well, it's unarmed black people.
You
Armed, unarmed, they're black as black.
Ain't a single one of you unarmed.
If they're armed,
Wow. Hello.
Sorry.
Good morning.
wow. If they're armed, I don't make any excuses. If you pull a gun on a cop, your life is forfeit.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're a douchebag for doing something like
Every
that.
one of those
You know the
quote,
rules.
unquote, rights
You know the fucking
out
rules.
the window.
Now, my point being is they can't get us when it comes to other religions and other nationalities. They can't get us with race. Now they're going to try to break it down into sex.
Yep.
And this is the reason why I'm telling you, you're not going to see a guy come forward and being sexually harassed by a woman. It's not going to happen.
You know why?
Because right now they're trying to uppower the women to get fucking women movement.
I would give that 90%. The other 10% is every guy at their core doesn't want to feel weak. And
I agree.
That would be a big reason why no man will come up and say, Oprah diddled my wang.
Let's go back to when Trump was becoming president.
Ah, yes.
You remember that?
Grab him by the pussy.
Do you remember all how outraged? Let's say that was a third of the women population. Let's just break that down. Maybe it's a third of the women population. Now let's get the entire women population, and let's not forget there's women in the military now, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
There are women.
There have been for years.
Right. There are women that have full access to Apache fucking helicopters. Okay. If they want to fucking do this, that was a third that was pissed off at Trump. You get them all going, now you're talking about a civil war between
Last thing
sexes.
you want is an angry woman with an Apache helicopter that has Tomahawk missiles on it.
I'm saying, dude, I'm just. That's exactly what you don't want.
I'm not looking forward to that day.
But I'm just, in my opinion, I don't think you're going to see.
Which is why I maintain that we, as citizens, should be allowed to own Apache helicopters.
Agreed.
I agree.
We should all get one for Christmas.
And to keep you gentlemen safe, you need to fuck your woman at least, I want to say like every other day at least. You got to keep them happy. You got to keep them satisfied. You can't let them revolt. You can't let them buy into this whole sexual harassment thing. It's not true. Give them the D and let them fucking sit at home and not listen to the hypocrisy that is going on. And definitely don't listen to Bette Midler because she's full of shit.
Oh, for the love of God. I don't even want to talk about Bette Midler.
Poppers.
Isn't she the latest one? Who
she went after Geraldo.
Yeah, Geraldo Rivera.
Geraldo.
1991.
And his producer.
And she went after James Woods, too, didn't she? Or was it somebody else?
No.
I think somebody else went after James Woods.
Somebody else went after James Woods, yeah.
Seriously.
Everybody. Come on, man.
1991. 26 years ago. And it's not like Bette Midler is some little flower
Bette
coming
Midler
up.
was 1970s, dude.
Oh, I thought I had read. Oh,
No,
it was a
it was
91
this-
interview. That's
yes,
right.
yes.
With the annoying bitch, Barbara Walters.
Yes, exactly.
Baba Wawa.
Baba Wawa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
1970s.
Okay, so now you're talking 40 years ago.
He came up and he put papas underneath my nose and they felt me up.
Oh, my God. All right. Bette Midler was a star then. She is still a star. Maybe not as huge as she was in 70, 80, 90. But she's still a star.
I still call
40
I still call
fucking
bullshit on
years.
that. I don't know how she's a star.
She's still too good to do Hocus Pocus 2. What the fuck?
Who would want to do that?
Dude, Sarah Jessica Parker's in there. I didn't know that.
She didn't need the makeup, though.
Yeah.
I didn't
That's
know that
her
was Sarah
regular
Jessica
face.
Parker. I didn't know that was her. She actually looks good in that movie.
That was her last. That was like her last remaining. That was her last
Loki
remaining
gets
good
it.
year.
Right? She should do those commercials for, like, wrinkle cream. Not Jennifer Aniston. She looks good.
Sarah Jessica Parker's always been one of those people. Like,
Are we pissing somebody off now?
Depending on the picture, they either look good or look like absolute shit.
I think
Sarah Jessica Parker's always been that girl.
Matthew Broderick must be doing some pretty good drugs. He's been
he's
with her like 34
doing
years.
fantastic drugs. Either that or they have an open relationship and you just go out and bang whenever he wants.
Of course, he's Ferris fucking Bueller.
I was just about to say the same thing. He's Ferris Bueller. Do what he wants. Next part.
I'm going to say, you guys coming into this as far as however you want to look at it, when you really break down what's going on with, I mean, and this shit's out of the blue. And not only is it out of the blue, dude, it's like every day. Every other day, we're hearing something new.
A new and exciting story.
Right, exactly.
With a new and exciting and powerful.
Or somebody else
man.
coming. Yeah, fucking what's his name? Simmons.
Russell
Simmons.
Well, everybody knows Gene Simmons is doing all that
Steps
shit.
down from his record label. Are you serious?
Well, he was already pretty much down from
Russell
it.
fucking Simmons, dude. Come on. I mean,
somebody vouched for that, though. Someone that was pretty close to him. I can't remember who.
Yeah. No, I know.
That he was pretty bad.
No, I know. And I believe it. I fucking believe it.
That's why Jan Master Jay was shot. He knew too much. He knew too much.
Well, that and he was fucking atrocious, but...
Well, you know, he's Jam Master Jay. What do you want?
Jam Master Jay?
Jam Master Jay can do what
Bite
he
your
likes.
tongue.
He's Jam Master Jay. He can do what he wants.
Not anymore.
Look, I put up a meme the other day. It was funny, but I got a lot of shit for it. Picture of Charlie Rose. He says, Ric Flair can walk around naked wearing nothing but a bathrobe, and they put him in the Hall of Fame. I do it, and I get fired from my job. So here's the question I have. Why are certain people, Ric Flair, Gene Simmons, some of these real, and look, great entertainers, all of them, but we all know there's some scummy human beings.
Oh, yeah.
Why are they almost given a pass, but the Charlie Roses and the Matt Lauers, and not that I believe Roy Moore is a fantastic human being, but Roy Moore or Al Franken, why? Why the pass?
Well, because, number one...
The politicians, you know why. It's totally partisan.
Yeah.
Well, Ric
partisan.
Flair
Party
told
lines.
you. Ric Flair will tell you. He told I sleep with fucking 20,000. What was it? 70,000? Fucking
10,000.
10,000.
He's a liar.
10,000 women. Do the math.
I broke
Rick.
that down. He started his career in 72. He ended his career in 2008. That equates to 3 women a day if you took Sundays off. 3 women a day for 40 years. Nope.
Shit, that's like Ron Jeremy numbers, and he did it for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like when he said that, I was like, "Shut the fuck up, Rick." Like,
But, okay, and here's...
we're not 15 anymore, buddy.
Right, and nobody's impressed by it. Nobody's impressed by it. And especially to say that now in 2017, I banged 10,000 women.
I want to see if
Dude, you're not a hero.
I
want to
see if his dick is
schmuck.
different colors. How many STDs that fucking thing got?
Probably has a little feathery robe around it that says, woo! Look, it's not cool to say shit like that anymore. Will Chamberlain said the same thing about his career. I slept with 10,000 women. Bullshit.
He wrote a book about it, didn't he?
Yep. And again, they broke it down. But his career was shorter. That would have equated to 6 women a day if you took Sunday off for X amount of money. No. No, motherfucker, no. And it's not cool. It wasn't cool to say it then when he wrote his book because you're not a hero. You're a fucking loser. Ric Flair says it, 2 months ago? No. There, respect down.
No, I agree.
I can't even think about that. And you brought it up now. It's like making my skin crawl.
Well, I mean, that's sexual harassment.
Yep.
Fuck. I mean,
He walked through a plane. Animal told the story.
Yeah.
Walked through the plane wearing nothing but his robe and a pair of alligator shoes. Opened up his robe. Full on flare. Woo! At the flight attendants. Then he would ask the flight attendants, "Are you sculpted down there? Because no hair, no flare." I'm like, who the fuck says stuff like?
Yeah.
Where's the flight attendants coming after Ric Flair? Fuck. Not that I want Ric Flair to get sued or anything. I'm trying real hard. And I'm hoping I get a cut so we can buy some production equipment. That'd be fucking great. So whoever's going to sue Ric Flair, remember us.
absolutely. Fuck yeah, I love that.
Next
idea.
stop, Gene Simmons.
Yeah, we're all over
Fuck
that
him.
one. But I mean, I don't, like I said, this is something that's just out of nowhere. These guys are fucking getting hit out of nowhere, and I haven't seen one guy be innocent yet, or even look, except for this Danny Masterson.
Well, that's a scary thing. Only a couple of them are even denying it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like,
no, I know, dude. That's what I'm saying. This is the Louis
C.K. wrote the apology letter.
Yeah,
it's
right.
like, wow.
Charlie Rose and Matt Lauer both gave statements.
Right.
Is Weinstein hiding in a corner, or is he like full on saying?
He retired. He stepped down.
Did he make
from,
a statement?
Yeah.
No, he stepped down from Miramax,
but-
and he's got lawyers.
Right.
He's actually fighting like suits over it, I think.
Okay.
Well, he's trying to save face whatever he can, and that's kind of smart.
Do you think it's a good
deny,
idea that
deny,
some of these guys
motherfucker.
came out so quick and said, "Hey, you know what? I'm sorry," or
No, I'm scared as shit because these guys. It's not even like guilty until proven innocent. These guys are actually guilty, and that's the worst part. Like, it's not like you can sit there and be like, "All right, well, half of them they're kind of sketchy guys." No, we're like literally like, "Okay, you ladies are right. Like 90% of these guys are douchebags, and they're fucking pieces of shit." Like, what can we say? You know, like you have nothing to stand on at this point when these guys are the ones that are fucking, backing you up, or these guys are the ones that are standing up for what men are supposed to fucking be. You know, that's just, it's embarrassing to us, number one, and number two, like I said, it gives them something to be pissed off about, and
I think of Charlie Rose, who I watched every single fucking morning, like that kindly old grandfather just delivering me the world's news that day. And then the next day, he's gone. And the 2 women, Gail Oprah, I refuse to call her by her name because she's a hanger-on, And Nora
She's
O'Dumbass,
Klingon. She's
Nora
Klingon.
O'Dumbass, who I used to like until she came out and basically said, fuck you, Charlie Rose, and not so many words on television. Not innocent until proven guilty. It was like, this has to stop. This is an outrage. Yes, it is an outrage. But you know what else is an outrage? You guys are putting him under the jail or under the bus or out the door without a job before it has a chance to be investigated.
Right.
And then on top of it, the Matt Lauers and the Charlie Roses come out and say, I'm deeply upset
Well,
by
that's
what
the
I
worst
did.
part about it is you have like 80% of these guys
'Cause how do
coming
you
out
know-
and being
how do
like,
you
"Yep,
know?
sorry."
There might be a couple instances, and I'm not absolving them of any guilt. There might be a couple instances where there was this inappropriate sexual action. But who's to say that this accuser is one of them? Is
Look,
it a
dude.
cash grabber? Is it one of the ones that were really
Have you ever
Whatever.
Have you ever been in a grocery store or a freaking mall or something, and that juicy ass just walks by you?
Yes, sir.
And you literally stare at it?
Yes, sir.
That's sexual harassment.
I always called it free entertainment.
Honestly, dude, that's sexual harassment. I've done it a bazillion fucking times. My point is, every single one of us,
Did you make any statements? Did you make any comments? Did
No,
you like
absolutely
give her
not.
a little
Like, that's
whistle?
where I left it at.
Give
I
her a
left
wink.
it at. You know what
if
I'm
you're
saying?
looking, it's what your eyes do. They look. It's not like you're checking her, giving her a once over and licking your lips and nodding
I've
your
had
head.
people
and
checking out my,
winking
having
the gun.
checking out my junk and shit. And it's the same thing. You let it fly. The problem is these guys aren't doing a little looky loo. They're not doing a
No.
little flyby brush pat. These guys are full on. If you
He touched
don't,
me.
yeah, if you don't suck my dick, you will not get this job.
That's kind of ass. I
That's
mean,
it's
that
pretty
it's
much
happening.
no.
That's
This is
kinda ass.
exactly what's happening. This is exactly what's happening. These guys are using sexual favors to further these other people's careers, and that isn't right.
Now,
It is not right.
Now, if someone says that and they start in on you and you run away or you walk away or you just say, thank you, fuck you, bye, and you go and you report it, I admire that.
Yes, absolutely.
If you wait 25 years, if you wait 10 years, if you wait any length of time more than a week or 2 weeks, I don't buy it. You had your opportunity. Your window is closing.
Yes. No,
And-
I
For the one against Charlie Rose, the Matt Lauer one, from what I understand, and I'm reading more and more about this every day, this was continual. It was still
Oh, yeah.
happening. So, Matt Lauer, whatever, go fuck yourself.
no, he's a piece of shit.
But like, the
he
Charlie
is.
Rose
He's a
thing
big
was
piece of shit.
1997. We're in 2017. 20 fucking years. If you committed a murder and somebody saw it, and then 20 years later, I saw Mike commit a murder. Why didn't you say something the day after, a week after, a month after?
Well, I'll tell you what. I would be going to jail for murder recent because I'd be killing that motherfucker. I'd be like, 20 years, bitch.
Right?
I just got over that. I just literally went to 20 years of church to get over my fucking sins, and you put me back in this situation. I'm going to jail for real, motherfucker.
I don't like the fact that they're waiting so long. It's like
I don't either. I completely agree with you. The problem is sometimes, see, and that's where I get twisted with this. I do believe that they should have a chance to say something, especially if it's something like that. The problem I do, and this is where I do agree with you, if it was that rough on you, if you stayed awake every single night for 20 fucking years and you finally decided after 20 years it's just too much to take for, I don't buy it. I'm sorry, I don't buy it. I'm not saying you're not hurt. I'm not saying that your body wasn't fucking, forced into something that you weren't agreeing to. I just don't buy that the pain was so unbearable for 20 fucking years. That's what I don't buy.
you picked your spot. That's
Right.
all you did was you picked your
Right,
spot.
or more than that. You saw the rest of these people coming out, and you know what? Good for you if you had a moment of bravery. Like, I should do this. You know what you should do is you should tell your closest friend, your closest relative, whatever it is, get it off your chest, get it out of your system. If it was 20 fucking years ago, I mean, if you're on a healthy path of your career, why are you going to go back and ruin somebody else's? I mean, it should have been. You know what I'm saying?
Rose McGowan.
Yeah, I agree, dude. I
Rose
agree.
McGowan.
I fucking agree. And that's the worst part is, like, say, like you started your healing from that day that it happened, right? And let's just say he's not a complete douchebag, and he started making his
Climb up the ladder, if you will.
not climb up the ladder, but making himself a better person after that. So you each go your separate ways, and 20 years down the line, everything happens. You're this way. He's this way. He's forgotten about it. He's become a better person. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He's never done it again. You know what I'm saying? He's never had it happen to him again. And then out of the blue, this fucking person from your past comes in and slaps you with this and got proof, and you have no way. You have to fucking admit it. But it was 20 fucking years ago, and now she brings you all the way back
And your life
here.
is crumbling
Right.
around you.
Now she brings you all the way back here. If you ask me, that right there is a crime.
Yeah.
That is a crime.
And
in my opinion, that is a crime because you waited. Now you can continue on with your life. You got your revenge, and now he is right back here at square one, building himself up from whatever wreckage that you put him through. And 20 years.
Waiting that long, in my opinion, is just as bad as a false accusation.
It is. No, you're fucking absolutely right.
And those of us have
agree with you. Yes, sir.
stood up and taken false accusation, and the worst thing is, more often than not, people just believe it.
You know what's funny is I took one today at work.
Did you really?
Not a sexual harassment one, but it was
False
funny.
accusation.
It was a false accusation. It was fucking awesome as shit. Because you know what? I have been known to do this. And it's funny because that's the first thing that they said. Well, Mike, you've been known to do this, right? So it's instantly believable. So
You watched Asian midget porn on the work laptop.
Here's exactly what my boss came up to me and told me today. Now, these guys had 2 days to approach me. They waited for my personal boss to show up to, bring it to his attention. They wrote him an email saying, I was very upset at Michael the other day because he told one of my supervisors to, quote, go fuck yourself as he walked away. Now, have I told managers to go fuck themselves? Absolutely I have. But I'm on a different repertoire with these managers. Like, if I tell them to go fuck themselves, they know that I'm either A, really pissed off, or we're joking. We have that type of thing. I explained it the same way. In my world, Lewis doesn't exist. He doesn't exist. Even in my work world, he doesn't exist. I'm like, yeah, sure, Lewis, whatever you say. So for me to actually spend the time to go up to this Lewis cat and be like, go fuck yourself, that would have to mean that I'd have to introduce you into my world. I don't want you in my world, buddy. But regardless, they took his word over mine because I have done it before. You see where I'm going with this? It's the same fucking thing.
Right.
If you have been known... Now, this guy, 20 years later, gets fucking dropped down to here. Now, no matter what he is, no matter what he did for those 20 years, he could have been everything in the world. He's a piece of shit. He's this. He's that. He's fucking everything else in the world. And nobody will believe him because he's done this before.
The worst part about false accusation and or waiting 20 years is they don't understand, and it's something my granddad used to say to me all the time. You can't unsay something.
No.
And the way he first put it to me was you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Once you squeeze that tube, once the product comes out, that's it.
It's
There's
yours.
no way.
Yours.
It's out there. The world can see it. And what happens when go ahead, take some toothpaste. We can take a break. We can do it after the show. You can do it next week. Put a little toothpaste right here on the table. When we come back to it next week, what's it going to do? It's going to solidify. And those accusations, false or otherwise, and those words will solidify. And eventually, like we said before, right, wrong, or indifferent, they sometimes become the truth by process of elimination and just by time. I watched Karate Kid 2 the other night. Great fucking movie. Go out and see it. About 1,800 years old. Probably at the same time Charlie Rose was accused of diddling people.
The glory of love, right?
Yeah.
That
But
was
it's like,
a fucking
what does he
great
say? Miyagi has that thing. The lie becomes the truth only when people want to believe it.
Yeah. Yep.
It's up to you, folks.
Hell yeah!
You coward!
Yogi!
Face me! We do not honor bet with coward. That was the only movie, I think, that I've heard the word coward 671
Oh, God.
times.
Nonstop the whole time.
You could name
it.
a movie coward, and you wouldn't hear that word as much as you did in Karate
Especially
Kid
you
2.
say that shit to an American, you look at him like, that's it?
Yeah. You say that shit to an Asian guy?
Oh, it's over.
What was it?
It's on, dude. It's
They were
on.
they were talking about when they got to the village, and Daniel says something about, why do you worry about all this honor garbage? And he goes, in Okinawa, no such thing honor garbage. Honor, very serious. I'm like, oh, see, I get your shit right now.
Well, honor. We've talked about this on the show. Honor is it's a long forgotten word, dude. It's not even people.
If I don't get my way, go fuck yourself.
No, they go right here on the Google machine. Let me see what that honor is.
Go ahead. We'll give you a minute. Go ahead, look up honor.
Honor guard.
Well, you're talking about a culture that for years
Honor
was
system.
ruled by the Bushido. So
yeah.
they still have a lot of that left.
Oh, it's definitely in it.
Like one of the craziest videos I ever saw. I don't even remember I think it was one of the nuclear plants that went bad, and like there was a food shortage because they couldn't get it there. And you watch people just line up in front of this grocery store, and they're like, "We can take 5 at a time or 10 at a time." 10 people walk in. The 11th guy stops, bows to the guy at the door, and waits. Mm-hmm. Like in America, they would have fucking lynched that place.
No,
It would have been Black Friday every fucking day.
Yeah, they just would have destroyed the place.
Does that piss you off just a little bit? A day after we give thanks for what we have, we go to Walmart and trample people for shit we think we need?
Well,
does that
we
bother
don't,
anybody else?
but-
No, we don't, but we as a society, it's like now part of the culture.
Well, I'd say it's,
no, because nobody puts a gun to anybody's head to go do it.
yeah.
No, that's not what I'm getting at. Do you find that a little sketchy?
Is it disturbing?
Dear
it's
Lord,
disturbing.
thank you for my family and all the blessings we have and stuff. And we got to be at Walmart at 5 o'clock to get that big screen TV for $150, and we're going to stomp on the old lady that's ahead of us because we're going to get to it.
Fuck yeah.
We're going to drop the elbow
I
like
shared a
Harry the
video-
Hitman and knock him the fuck out.
I shared a video
Like
that
Gronk.
actually debunked
Right, like Gronk.
that debunked that whole thing. Only like one person actually got killed at Black Friday.
Nobody said killed.
Or
knocked
trampled.
knocked down, punched, beat
most
up.
of the videos everyone shares is like from fucking Brazil fighting over the last can of peanuts. Like, so Black Friday is not like this evil thing everybody thinks it is. It's an opportunity to save some cash. Fuck it.
Want to save some cash? Work harder, put some money in the bank. You don't need a 65-inch plasma TV. Maybe you do.
Bitch, I just got a new Xbox One, so shut the fuck up.
Okay. How'd you get it?
Amy bought it on Black Friday.
Did she leave the house and knock people over? Or did she do it on the computer using Amy's awesome couponing gimmick that we should blow up?
She ordered it from somewhere, but
all right.
Not everybody can do that.
Something else we need to blow up real quick.
Everybody's smart.
Let's give love to one of the sponsors. Let's give love to all the sponsors real quick. We've got longtime sponsor Viking Entertainment and Karaoke DJ Services right here in Oakdale, Connecticut. Give them a call. Look them up online, Facebook. They're always there.
With their new songbook app.
That new songbook app, I went to the show, and I had fun with it.
You can see our entire list of music, and you can actually set your songs before you even get there. And as soon as you show up,
Bada bing, walk
right
through the
on
door.
the computer.
And the best
if
part is,
karaoke's not your thing, just don't fucking go, bitch.
hashtag it's chicken, bitch.
You didn't think I saw that, did you?
That girl, did she not piss a bunch of people off? She can kiss a buffet of dicks.
Oh, my God.
But
Go
would
to
it be-
the Evil Olive. They got
Right.
that.
That's what I said.
They got them their wobble trap music for you.
You're all set, man. You're all set. That's what I said. Right down the road, man. You got 3 other bars that
Right?
don't do fucking karaoke. What? You got to be there for your fucking bartender because she's fucking giving you free drinks? Is that why you got to be
That's
there for your
probably
fucking
it.
bartender friend?
Oh, free
No.
drinks have a price.
Yeah, they do.
It's karaoke.
It's called
Right.
karaoke.
You sit
damn
there
fucking right.
and you listen to a motherfucker sing Partridge Family and all that shit, and you enjoy yourself.
I don't.
Motherfucker.
And I say,
Double
like,
vodka.
get right up
Double gin.
off the subject and go right back to it. But
We got two more loves. I want to get
Oh,
them
yeah.
all out of the
Yeah,
way
yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
Let's go back to another longtime sponsor,
Pass
Sublime
them
Ink
on, baby.
Tattoo. They are in Groton, Connecticut on Route 12, not
Groton.
far from the sub base. Groton.
no, the other one.
They have some fantastic
Actually, no, I'll
artists
take that.
there, like Dave Kovalik and Dave Kruger. Kruger. Say it with me now in English. Kruger.
Dave the Nightmare Kruger.
That was fantastic.
That was awesome, right?
That was awesome. That was good. Go down and mention the Loki and Jabroni Show. Tell them we sent you. A lot of people do. Last but not least, Ace Hardware of Connecticut, Rocky Hill, Middletown, and Norwich. Still trying to bust out those 40-pound bag of Okanagan wood pellets. $7.99 for a 40-pound bag. $300 for a ton. That is the deal of the century right there.
That is a really good price.
Go buy the pellets. Mention you heard it on the Loki and Jabroni Show. Be entered into a sweepstakes to win a $10 gift card from Ace for you. Rocky Hill, Middletown, Norwich. Now that we've given love.
Ace is the place for the help for hardware. Loki and Jabroni Show.
I like that, and I support it. And never go to Lowe's. Ever.
Who does that?
Lowe's blows.
Never Lowe's blows.
Hey, can I get a discount on your trees, by the way?
Well, now that we've blown up where Ed works.
Which I said I wasn't going to mention while
Right?
Ace was a sponsor. But
We didn't say nothing.
Somebody said...
You
I didn't
just
say
did.
nothing.
That's why I said
Did
the
you
queer
not
and the
hear
48
Did it-
part.
Did you just not hear the lows that came out of his mouth?
Did I say that? No, I said, can I use your discount to get a tree? I didn't say where you worked. You assumed. Like, all these people are assuming in the news nowadays.
I like it.
No, you cannot. I'm using my special.
I like it.
I'm
I
using
like
my
it.
special 20% off for something I really need.
A backhoe. Everybody needs a backhoe.
Backup hoe. What?
No, the bat. Never mind. That's another
Batcave.
another episode. Anyway, what was your next sexual harassment point as we delve deeper into this bullshittery?
Well, actually, we had
Be nice to your hookers.
Well, come on, man.
And tip them. They're single and they have 4 kids. Is there OSHA for pimps? I don't know, but I think the girls
I think there's
are,
hazard pay for pimps.
I think the POSHA. I think the girls are unionized, so their rights are protected. Speaking of which, if you guys like podcasts the way I like podcasts, go find Crime in Sports. It's I guess they've been around for about a year and a half. Really funny stuff. They're 2 comedians. They talk about athletes that have committed some pretty shitty crimes. And there's one that I really enjoyed. I enjoyed this week, which is about former NASCAR driver Jeremy Mayfield and his meth lab. But yeah, you see.
Why would you
already
not be
knew about
surprised
that
by
story.
that, though? Why,
What, Jeremy Mayfield? I've seen him drive.
I was going to say, yeah.
But if anybody remembers...
Hold on, wasn't Jeremy Mayfield the one in the Tide car? No, that was Ricky Rudd.
That was Ricky Rudd.
That was Ricky Rudd.
And
Never
then
mind.
Ricky Craven later on.
Yeah, but Rudd was the one that went flying.
Yes.
At Talladega, fucking... No, it wasn't
No, it was
Talladega.
Craven. Craven
That was
flying at
Craven.
Talladega.
That's right. It was Craven. You're right.
Yep. Go back in the archives, and I found one on WCW. I guess they call them enhancement guys now. He was a jobber. Hard Body Harrison. I didn't remember him until I saw the podcast was about
does
him. I
sound
looked
a
him
little-
up. He was like a big burly, but he was a fucking job guy, and he ended up being one of their trainers. I don't want to spoil it. Go find these guys. I told them I'd blow them up. They're real funny. Crime in Sports. And look up Hard Body Harrison. You will not be disappointed. I want you to send us a message when you've listened to that episode and just say, oh, God damn, I cannot believe you made me listen
Pick
to
a
that.
keyword and then hit us
Yeah.
up with it.
Absolutely. Next.
That was it?
That's it.
Oh, no, we were doing the sponsors. My
Yeah.
bad. My bad.
Sponsors are done. Let's get back to sexually harassing each other.
All right, you touch me. Not touching
Go
you.
ahead, you can hold that up now.
You fucking
#him too.
blue fucking slut.
Wow.
You're gonna
Speaking of which, can I?
you're gonna be a purple
Nope.
slut next week.
Yes, I am. Here comes the part
Yellow
where
nipples.
here's going to be the part where I'm going to piss somebody off. Ladies,
Black and yellow.
ladies, I'm not saying you ask for any of this. I don't. Believe me, I don't wish this. As the father of a daughter, I would hate to be. Not yet. Don't. I see you got your trigger finger. Not yet. Not yet.
Drop it.
Yeah, put it down.
Drop it.
Step away from the trigger finger. Thank you. And don't touch yourself in it. Don't do it. Okay. Nobody. You're killing me right now. Now he's rubbing it. Now he's sexually harassing himself.
He is actually.
Here, take the Sharpie. Do your thing. Nobody wants this to happen to you, guys. Nobody wants this to happen to you. Here's what I'm going to ask. I understand women. You want to go out. You want to go to work. You want to look your best. Looking your best is one thing. Looking like a $2 hooker with an acid problem is completely different. Is that Garfield's eyes?
Why you gotta ruin shit?
See, Johnny, I told you, Garfield's eyes look just like a pair of tits. Name that movie. Fuck. I'm sorry I ruined it. Keep drawing Garfield. Ladies, if you go out, I'm not saying you're asking for it, but you're going to get ogled. You're going to have people looking at you. You're going to have people saying things to you if you dress with a skirt that's gone right up to the beef. If you got more makeup on than Gene Simmons on stage, that's good. Actually, that looks like some boobs that are leaking. That looks like Pamela Anderson's implants finally exploded, and this is like the silicone right here at the bottom. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Looks like a chick in a thong just sat on some testicles.
I heard a girl one time, and her boyfriend had the best comeback. Why are these guys all looking at me like a slut? The boyfriend looked dead at her and says, because you dress like a slut. Done. And slut shaming shouldn't be done. I get it. Go out, look your best, but don't dress like you're going to be.
Everybody
on the fucking...
should date a slut once.
Guilty. Not now, but you know.
Not a hooker.
We've all no, a hooker you have to pay for.
Right, exactly. If you're paying for it, that's a hooker, people.
Yep.
The only difference between a hooker and a hoe is a fee.
Pretty much.
No, you can sexually harass a hooker.
Yeah, because you're paying for it.
That's bad.
End of the day.
If you're R. Kelly, you can pee on him.
Oh, wow. You know what? Fuck my point. I think Ed just killed it. Wow. He went R. Kelly. Well, Ed's taking over
Get
for a
that
minute.
ignition, hot and fresh around the kitchen. Sorry.
Wow.
How does... dude!
Yep.
Dude!
Yep.
Come on!
Uh-huh.
Why?
80 hit points, and yeah, you just rolled a 20 on that one. That was,
Why?
That was badass.
Why? Why would...
Give me some beep, beep. Give me some doo-doo.
Stop.
Was that Chappelle? Yep.
Like...
We're never getting...
Give me a little bit.
I'm gonna pee on you. Is that cool?
If anybody finishes
Fucking
this
hell yeah, R.
episode...
Kelly, that's fantastic.
If anybody finishes this episode on audio only all the way to the end, God bless you. Oh my! Or whoever you pray to, Allah bless you.
Oh my God! No, serious,
if you're listening
though.
in Saudi Arabia, Allah bless you.
Who comes up with that as a great? You know, it's. I've said this a bazillion times. Obviously, same thing with marijuana. You know, who decided at one point? You know, it would be a great idea if we fucking smoked this shit. Who decided it would be a great idea to fucking get pissed on as a sexual act? Because if I piss on you, I'm not being sexual with you. I hate you that bad that I'm pissing on you. Okay? Like, this is not a sexual act, you sick fuckers. You sick, just like you toe suckers. All right? Seriously. This is not a sexual fucking act, man. No.
I prove that wrong every morning when I wake up. Jim Bissett, who is in the peanut gallery over here, hanging out with the dog, he's got my headphones on, he's listening to God knows what over there. He says, it's impossible to maintain an erection while you're peeing. And every morning I prove that wrong. And I've written my name on the wall. I've stumbled backward. There's probably
pissed in
piss
his own
stains on the
mouth.
ceiling.
Just aimed
That
in the
was
shower, did a helicopter dick.
That was once, and it was Valentine's Day, and I'll never live it down. But, having said all that, every guy can prove that wrong.
No, it's
But only once. And that's
or you know what you
morning.
do is you get so good at it, as soon as you walk in the toilet, you just fucking hit up the thing and you walk all the way fucking
right.
back.
You kind of look like Quasimodo. You're half hunched over and you're holding on to the back of the bowl, and you kind of look like your grandfather when he's trying to walk up the stairs. Like,
yeah, you try to arch it, and as the arch shrinks, you walk closer to the toilet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a strain. Girls, you'll never know the pain. Never. If there are still any women watching, because we probably pissed all of them off.
If you're a Jedi, you could keep the toilet.
If you're a
seat
Jedi,
down.
you could probably write your name in the air and then have it go into the toilet because you have the fucking force behind you. You can just make it look like one of those fucking crazy straws from the 70s, and then it goes right in. Holy hell. How did we get so far off?
That's awesome.
Blame R. Kelly.
Yeah,
R.
much.
Kelly does it every time, dude.
He's a weird fucking dude.
Really is, man. He really fucking is.
Dress for the job you want, not for the job you have. That's all I'm saying. Women, ladies,
No,
guys too.
No.
Don't dress up like Paulie fucking D.
No. How about this?
Cabs are here.
Can I also
fuck that show.
can I reiterate on that
You
even
certainly
more?
can. Are you triggered yet?
Leggings are not pants, people. Even fine ass ladies, leggings are not pants. I don't want to see your fucking underwear. And the ones that pick the cream colored pants that look like they're
Look like
actually
they're naked,
naked.
yeah.
No, fuck you. Fuck you. Especially if you don't even have to be wearing those pants in the first place. And then you're wearing the fucking cream colored ones that look like skin. No, fuck you. No, I'm done. Fuck you. Stop. They're not pants.
You know which ones piss me off the worst? It's not even the cream-colored ones. It's these expensive-ass ones I see all the chicks wearing now. The LaLaRoo, Lulabelle.
Well, that's a Ponzi scheme. You got to.
I've heard about that. You see the stories recently?
They're. I hear they're horrible. Like,
Yeah.
they fall apart and shit. But like, girls are addicted to them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
They look like fucking somebody puked on a traffic sign. They don't look attractive at all. I see someone walk down the street with one of those.
Skids
Looks like Jonathan's Technicolor Dreamcoat or whatever his name is.
I never wore those. Could not.
What did you not wear?
Skids.
Skids. You don't remember Skids back in the fucking
Can't
early...
say that I did. It was Skids.
Oh, they were like
They were
the
the
really
parachute
baggy pants. Not even the parachute ones. They were just like really baggy and.
Yeah,
No, I never.
But you had to fold down the bottom by the fucking ankles.
No, that wasn't me.
You had to do the special fold.
I did wear the crazy shorts, the board shorts. What were they called back in the day? Jams? Love those motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, jams.
Yeah, those were the shits.
Yeah, but those were just longer shorts.
Right, but
They were up to your,
they looked like
knees.
LuLaRoe shits. They had all the fucking wild, crazy designs. They were like Zubaz before
Yeah,
Zubaz.
they had
was
some
cool.
cool ones back
yeah.
in the day.
Yeah.
Like, now they suck.
Did anybody wear Zubaz?
No.
I don't think I did actually.
I'm guilty of that too.
No, I don't.
You know why I wore it? Because fucking Animal
I wore a lot
Floriditis wore 'em.
I wore a lot of Bugle Boy.
That's surprising. You probably,
You know
wore
what's
you probably
sad?
had cross colors and hype and all that
Do you know
other
what's
shit.
sad? Like when you go to a TJ Maxx and you see like 3 Bugle Boy pants on the rack.
I
And
know.
It's like, and you just kind of look at it and you're just like, damn, homie, you used to be beautiful.
Ed was rocking his Z Cavaricis back in the day.
I was.
I
With the,
the suspenders that you never wore.
actually,
that
I
hung over
never
the
had a
side.
pair of Z Cavaricis, but I had the Eastland shoes.
You were Zach Morris
With the-
like a
with the-
motherfucker, weren't
with-
you? Yep.
No, God.
Come
no.
on.
No.
Come on.
No, it wasn't Zach. No. Definitely wasn't Zach.
You're a little more Slater. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
You
right.
certainly weren't
Do
Screech.
I look like I was ever Slater?
Not now, but maybe 15, 20 years
Oh,
ago
God,
when you
no.
sexually harassed people and they're going to come out tomorrow now that you're a big-time producer. You never know.
No. I haven't, I don't think I've sexually harassed anybody.
Actually, I would love to see that.
Oh, God.
That's a great dude.
What? You going to go out and buy him some
They
Z
should go
Cavarici
fund me.
now?
Just no. I want to become famous just to see who comes up with some bullshit ass like sexual harassment stories about me.
I would, you know what? No offense. I'd be the first one, and I'd split the money with you. Because
Then be
you're not
with me.
paying that. The state's paying that.
Guys, I really don't think this is a goal that we should set. I'm just throwing it out there.
I think it's
Well, now we're having fun with it. But is there anything on a serious note on this to sort of bring it back around? I know.
I mean, to be honest with you, it's set. It's going to be in the workplace forever, man. There's no way you're gonna go around it. The best thing I can say as far as for being around it is, the one time that I was around it, which was it was horrible too.
Mm-hmm.
It divided that company. It literally divided that company. Half of us believed him, and half of us believed her. You know what I'm saying? And it got ugly. It got fucking ugly.
And it damages relationships on both
It does,
sides.
no, it does.
Yeah.
And it's still,
It really does.
and it's still damaged. It's still damaged. 'cause-
We know a guy who had some false accusations against him. It split all the friends and family down the middle, and he's still dealing with it.
I mean, even though she's gone, her family still works there. She's got fucking
Really?
family members that still work there.
No shit.
Yeah, so like, there's still animosity. You know what I'm saying? There's still this little
because
fucking.
you never look at them the same way. Again.
No, you can't. You can't because they still think you're pieces of shit because they're going to believe their family
And you
members to the
gotta-
day
you
they
gotta
die.
think, too, no matter what, part of you is always in the back of your head like, you could have done it.
That
It's tough. And
I've
there's
been there,
only-
dude.
There's only 2 people that really know what happened,
exactly.
and that's the problem.
Same
Exactly.
thing. Yep.
And it's one of those things where I think it probably, and I've said this a million times, it was probably one of those things where he probably did brush up against her, but it wasn't as bad as she made it out to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So both parties are guilty. One over exaggerated and one still did cross the boundaries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The problem is, in a case like that, there's never going to be a fucking winner.
No.
Ever. And
Well, everybody loses.
no,
Yeah.
absolutely.
There's never
fucking
really
really.
a winner in this situation.
Because even okay, let's say it's true. You get rid of the guy. That girl or guy who was harassed has still been harassed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I don't fucking like this place anymore. Their productivity goes to shit, Their work ethic might change.
Oh, it definitely changes. There's no
Especially
way around it.
Especially if a company's like too slow to act. Like, well, maybe you only thought that, shit like that,
Yeah.
It happens in colleges all the time.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Where they're just like, they don't do it appropriately or they don't act the way they say they will, and then you got to deal with that. And then there's always that jackass like, you got my friend fired, fuck you.
Yes.
I saw that at Staples.
Mm.
Somebody got canned for that because an associate reported another associate. Now, keep in mind, we worked with machines.
Yeah.
Okay, big machines like cherry pickers and shit that go up in the air. She reported an associate, a machine operator, that was drunk. He was drunk as fuck. And we knew he was an alcoholic. So
he should be fired.
Well, they didn't. Here's the thing: they didn't fire him. They gave him a chance. Just go home. Like, dude, just go home.
We have to
take a point and go home.
You also have to investigate the situation.
Right. Well, it was. I guess it was obvious it was drunk, but he ended up getting fired because the manager asked for his keys and said, "I'll call you a cab." And he said, "Fuck you," and shoved the manager and walked away.
Oh, well, see,
That's
all
why
right,
he got
now
fired.
physical violence
Yeah.
immediately.
That's
Done.
why he got fired.
Especially if you're going to turn around and try to help this guy.
But what are you going to do if you got somebody who's a machine operator drunk in your warehouse? Can hurt somebody.
Yeah,
Kill
or
somebody.
himself or somebody
yeah,
else.
exactly. Worst
Exactly.
case scenario, kill
Then
somebody.
Ugh.
that guy got fired for retaliating. It's called retaliation.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yes,
fuck
yes, it
you
is.
for getting my friend fired.
Yeah.
Right. One of the things I think that, if I haven't driven it home enough, is that ladies out there, if something like this ever happens to you, don't wait 20 years. Don't wait 5 years. Don't wait 1 year. Don't wait a month.
Find somebody to trust.
Exactly. Every company now has a human resources department.
Mhm.
Make sure it's investigated. Now, don't just go up and say, hey, Mike Smith touched me in an inappropriate manner and I want him fired immediately. No, because now you're ruining his life. And if he didn't do it, the investigation will bear fruit. If he did do it, the investigation is going to bear fruit, we hope.
Right.
But don't wait. Your mental state of mind, your chi, if you will, is more
simplify
important.
it. Would you wait to get your broken leg healed?
No.
Would you wait if you broke your back? This is the same idea. Your soul is broken. Your heart, your body is broken. Heal it. Don't hide it. If you hide a broken leg, it ain't going to heal, right?
If somebody broke
the only
your
difference
arm,
is
you'd
you're fucking,
report it.
Well, you're screaming your face off. I mean, you have no choice. This is one
Your
of those
body's
things.
natural reaction.
And you need to scream your face off when this shit happens to you too. Like the instant that it happens to you. Now you might seem
With any crime, too, the longer you wait, the harder it is to solve it.
prove it.
If there's some real assault going on, the longer you wait, the cops can't really help you.
right. Exactly.
Last week somebody made a joke about Ike and Tina Turner, and she hid it for a lot of years. And then there was that one time, straw that broke the camel's back, and she went to whoever she had to go to, and there was the physical, visual proof, and boom, done and done. They always say it's the battered wife syndrome. You don't want to get him in trouble. You love him, but you don't want to take this abuse anymore.
Yes, it's the tough love, the hard love, the whatever they call it,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
I also don't think, and again, this is because of this subject, I also don't think that, no man should ever hit a woman, and I've always said, unless she punches you in the mouth or pulls a gun on you. That's it. Or she's trying to, attack you with a knife. Then
she
swing away.
hits you once and you don't hit back, you're an idiot.
But,
I'm not going to let a human being sit there and hit me repeatedly.
But
it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Ladies,
Sorry.
on the converse, don't think for 1 minute that it's acceptable for you to smack a guy. Ever.
No.
It's not acceptable for anybody to physically
Well, I don't
harm
know.
anybody else.
I don't know. If he fucks your sister, slap in the face.
Big difference. A
You
slap in the face is one thing. Maybe, but if you curl up a fist and punch him,
He
he
puts
might
some peanut
earn
butter
that.
on his pecker and makes a dog lick his dick. Slap the shit out of him.
Right. You catch him banging your mom at Thanksgiving. Punch
Slap
him.
the shit out of him. Fuck yeah.
But
Do
at
it
no
all day
point,
long.
if you're at a bar and you catch him looking at another chick, is it okay for you to slap him? Ever.
Yeah, I agree. I
It
think that's
goes back to the whole equality thing.
No, I think
women are crying about it right now, and they have every right to do so. We'll never be equal until this. Well, you're not going to be equal until you hold yourself to the same rules and standards that you hold the men to, because that's true equality.
No, it's funny. It's funny you bring that up because you watch some of these videos, and I know people make these videos and left and right, but there was just one that I not Joey Salads or any of these stupid motherfuckers. This guy was he's usually pretty fucking legit. And he and his fucking girlfriend staged a thing where he was sitting there slapping his fucking girlfriend around. And you know how many fucking Mighty Mouse? Yeah, you know how many Mighty Mouse fucking jumped up and fucking tried to save her? Every single one.
Mm-hmm.
Every fucking one. They reversed the roles. And she was like, "You piece of shit," and fucking slapping them.
Nobody looked twice.
They
laughing
did.
at
They
him.
were laughing. They were fucking pointing and laughing at this fucking dude.
Where's
you know
the
what I'm
equality?
saying? Yeah,
Where's the equality?
It's right there.
The assumption is he must have done something wrong.
Exactly. Oh, he's getting his ass kicked. He deserves that.
Bullshit.
He must have deserved that. Exactly. But that's just it.
Horseshit.
And
I'm
if she's
triggered. This is bullshit.
if
I'm
she's
triggered.
getting hit, she doesn't deserve it.
No.
See what I'm saying? It's
Wrong answer.
Exactly.
It's like, look, we all know that domestic violence exists. We all know sexual harassment exists. There's a reason why they say that most domestic murder cases are committed by the woman. And there's a whole fucking show on Oxygen called Snap that I am hooked on for years of women killing their husbands for one reason or another. Seriously. Look it up. Men will go out and serial kill women and rape them and go kill a bunch of dudes and shoot up a church, or from, depending on what news source you believe, 1 to 5 shooters from the Las Vegas hotel. All in a day's work. All in a day's work. We're just waiting for the next tragedy to happen. A woman kills a man, here come the crazy pundits. Either he deserved it, what did he do, she must be crazy, the litany of excuses come. We're not going to have equality till we're all treated equal. Fuck it. Thank you.
I agree. I absolutely agree, brother. I mean, unfortunately, and videos like that prove it. Things like that show it. It's one of those things that, unfortunately, I mean, even with this sexual harassment that's going on all across Hollywood and every fucking where else, it just goes to show you that with no matter what, race, everything else, sex will always be a bigger issue. Mm-hmm. It will always be a bigger issue. It's being proven right now, dude. Mm-hmm. It's being proven right now. And I don't think this is the end of this. I think this is going to continue going on. I think we're probably going to find about 20 to 25 more guilty parties before this even begins to succeed and let up.
It reminds me of that old adage, and I think a comedian said it once, in part of his joke was, if a guy goes out and fucks 100 chicks, he's a stud. If a girl goes out and fucks 100 guys, she's a slut. Why is there a difference, in my opinion? Why?
There's not. There's never been a difference, in my opinion. It's how society looks at it. And the reason why was because we were originally brought up to believe this whole Beaver Cleaver thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now, first of all, George Cleaver isn't going to go around banging fucking Johnson's neighbor next door. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's banging Johnson.
Infidelity is more popular than actually.
Like I said, I brought that up last.
Grabbing your vows.
I brought
and
it up last week with them women actually beating us. Finally, 25% of them actually being cheaters, and 25% of them, or 23% of us being.
And after you said that, I did a little poking around online. Not on that site. Don't get.
Don't poke.
No poke on that site. And the excuses they use, like if a man cheats and they ask 100 women, well, this man cheated. Oh, he's a dirty dog. He's this. That woman loved him. Woman cheats. Oh, she was missing something at home. It was an accident. How do you accidentally cheat on someone? It's not like I can accidentally fall in your driveway, and I have. How do you accidentally cheat on someone? Somebody explain that. How do you accidentally cheat on someone? The answer is you don't. You make a conscious decision.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
It is what it is.
Well, I mean, we've pretty much, like I said, the times have changed. Just like you brought up, everything has changed. Nothing is solidified anymore. I mean, heck, if you I think at this point, if you have a marriage that's lasting more than fucking 20 years, you celebrate the shit out of that fucking thing.
Exactly.
Because
you should let off fucking fireworks and have a parade.
Yeah, you're doing something fucking incredible because it's something that isn't around anymore. I mean, heck, I think the first I made was 13. I mean, that's saying something. You know, I mean, it's a long time for it. It's a hard thing.
Nowadays, 20 is a golden anniversary.
Dude, it is. You're right. It's a hard thing to commit. It's a hard thing to do. It's a hard thing to be a part of, and it's a hard thing, especially in the way that today is. It's a hard thing to keep an image with. You know, I guess that's the best way to say it. It's because a lot of people are stuck on this image factor, so it's hard to keep up with image.
And another thing is, and this is maybe where we should think about going back to that bygone era, is that nowadays, with anything, everything's disposable. You have disposable cameras, you have disposable lists, disposable diapers, disposable, everything's, I call it the microwave generation. Everything's 3 minutes and it's right there for you. There's a reason why people back then stayed together 30, 40, 50, in some cases 70 years married. Because when something was going wrong, you didn't run away from it. You stood your ground, you fixed it. And you tried until you couldn't try anymore. But nowadays they try 2-3 times and like, I can't fix this. Fuck this. It's bruising my psyche. No, motherfucker. You made a vow.
I do it at work, man. I work with machines built in the fucking 20s. Shit that was built to fucking last.
I think some of the people you work with were built in the 20s,
Oh,
too.
they definitely were. Absolutely. But the thing is, if I have machines of nowadays, you're absolutely right. Hell, I work on cars that are that way. You're better off fucking replacing the damn car than fucking trying to replace any of the parts on it.
Because a lot of things today, relationships or cars in
Yeah,
general,
it's disposable.
are not built to last. And it sucks. We have all this technology, just speaking of cars and computers and things of that ilk, you have all this technology where you can build the better mousetrap. Mm-hmm. You can build the better vehicle. You can build the better computer. But we don't. We build it faster, cheaper, etc.
Highest bidder.
Exactly. And when it goes south, what do? You can send it away and pay more than what you actually paid for the item, or you can just throw it away and get a new one. Whatever.
That's what you do.
My daddy will buy me a computer.
That's
a millennial thing.
Yeah,
That's not us.
Throw it away and get a new one.
Right.
All right, so we're gonna break. Let's break it down.
Bitches suck. I'm still waiting for him to hit that button because I'm gonna say every wrong thing until he hits that button. We haven't had one in weeks.
No, it's
Eric Mitchell wants to see it.
It's very simple, people. If you wouldn't do it to your mom
or your daughter.
Well,
that doesn't apply to you folks in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Don't do it at work. Right. I don't give a fuck if you're on a relationship with this person. Don't do it at work. Because even if you're kissing somebody at work, you could offend somebody at work. Mm-hmm. You got to realize this. Sexual harassment just isn't about the two people that are in the sexual motion, sort of say. You can physically be making out in your workplace or whatever and offending people. Anything that can be taken offensive will be taken offensive, especially in today's society. I think we've proven this time and time again.
Yep.
If you get fucked with, please come forward. Come forward. Find somebody you trust. And if you don't think that you have the courage to have it or make it happen, find somebody to be your liaison. Find somebody to be your speaker, and do it for you. Because we've said it before. You're not just ruining your life by holding it in that long. You're going to ruin this other person's.
It's that ripple effect we always talk about.
It's a butterfly effect, exactly.
Throw that stone in the pond, that stone sinks to the bottom, but those ripples go on.
Keep going, exactly. And it's not fair to either one of you, especially if you were the one that was hurt first. Get it out of the way. Get it done. Just get it solved. I mean, you're not going to heal. You're never going to be able to heal unless you take that first step.
And even now, with these women that have come forth 20, 15, however many years later, that's not healing for them.
No.
Because now they have to relive it.
And
if it's true, of course.
No offense, Rose.
They have to relive it.
No offense, but, you took it in the ass from fucking that weirdo fucking...
Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, there you go. So, You couldn't have been struggling that bad. Your brain.
Rose McGowan. I thought you meant Charlie Rose. I'm like, whoa, hold on. What did I miss on CBS this morning? No. Possibly. I don't know. Maybe Marilyn Manson is one of the ones that are...
Come on, man. They're all stars.
Regardless, my point is you weren't hurting for 20 years, girl. I'm sorry. No, I don't buy it.
You were reaping the benefit.
Yeah, I don't buy it. I think you got exactly where you were, where you got it, and how you got it. The problem is now that everybody's coming forward, you feel like the dirty sleaze and you want to make yourself feel better.
Right.
There is a difference there. I'm not saying what happened to you isn't bad, but if it was that bad, it should have been taken care of that long ago.
Right. I agree with all that. Eddie, anything to add? Well, real quick, before you get into top 10, we didn't talk about any of this last week, and some of it has happened in the last week or so. We lost David Cassidy.
Yes.
Great singer. Real nice guy. I got the opportunity to meet him once at Mohegan Sun. Couldn't have been a nicer guy to me. Just a real sweetheart of a dude. And I was a Partridge Family guy when I was a kid. 5 years old. You see those fucking...
And she's a little bit country, and he's... No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you, people. I am. I'm that one person going to be, that's not David Cassidy.
That's Donny Osmond, you fucking... He's still alive.
And Marie.
Who?
And Marie.
Oh, Donnie and Marie. That's right. He was the little bit side by side.
She was a little bit country.
She was country. He was a little bit rock and roll.
And they were both fucking Mormon. And she's now a weight loss spokesman, and he's doing Vegas gigs.
He really is, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd still hashtag me to her.
You want the paper?
No.
Who's that? Okay.
It's right here.
She does look good for 55.
But shit, they don't hashtag.
Okay. Anywho, you know who else we lost? We were just speaking of the namesake, Charles Manson. Finally, that fuck is dead.
Thank God.
83 years old.
Lived.
No more.
Let me break this down for you people. When he was 20, it was 26 when he did that, right? Wasn't it 20?
35.
It was. Oh, my bad. Okay. Yeah. I thought it was, holy shit, I thought he was in his 20s.
Yeah.
Wow, he really looked young in those fucking pictures then.
You know what?
Holy shit.
Nobody's commenting, so I'm going to go to the Google machine. I want to find out. It was 69 when those murders happened. Am I right? 1969?
Was it 69? Yes. Yes, it
okay.
was.
You keep going on your point.
All right, so let's say even for yours, even 35 is later. So let's say that he lived to 83. So almost 50 years of living off us. This motherfucker got 35. To murder. He was 35. Okay.
Yep.
This motherfucker got to murder.
83 and 7 days. He died 7 days after his birthday. Not that we should celebrate that shit.
Wow, that's tragic.
Yeah.
No, the tragedy is that we paid for this motherfucker's health care. We paid for this motherfucker's education. We paid for this motherfucker's TV, cable. You could say whatever the fuck you want. Oh, he didn't have his freedom. The motherfucker lived for 50 years on us, people. Our fucking legal system is flawed. When are the fuck you going to wake up? Wake the fuck up. If Charles Manson doesn't fucking prove this fucking point, I don't know what will. I swear to God, I don't know what will.
I don't think they were able to actually tag him with a murder. That's why.
He was implicated in 2, but they weren't.
How's he served for 50 fucking years?
Because he masterminded the whole thing.
Technically, he was insane. Like, he was institutionalized.
I don't buy it.
No.
I buy it a little bit. He was crazy.
He was a fucking genius.
But he wasn't insane.
No, he was a fucking
I'm talking according to the law.
Yeah.
I think
according to the law,
I think he was
absolutely.
Because technically, I don't think he was
according
in
to the
jail.
law, marijuana kills a motherfucker.
Well,
now it does. Yeah, now it does.
That's a baby.
It's a baby if you're fucking fading it like a fucking douchebag.
You know, when California repealed the death penalty sometime in the 70s, and I think he outlived his welcome then. Then they do TV specials about him. One guy I have a particular fucking problem with right now is Rob Zombie. There's a special on Reels. If you get that channel, please watch it. I watched the first hour of it.
That dude is one bad night away from being a serial killer.
Rob Zombie spent about a year, up through and including 2 weeks before Manson's death, talking to him over the phone and interviewing. Manson reached out to Rob Zombie. I want to get my story out. As if your story hasn't been out there. And all it is, I couldn't get past the first hour. It's just all incoherent, bubblehead rambling.
You had that movie like in the 70s, Helter Skelter. Like everybody knows.
Stephen Railsback,
Everybody knows
there's
what
been
he fucking
books.
did,
an article I saw.
Geraldo, subject of some harassment, did that big interview with him. I remember watching it.
Oh, was he not the craziest shit in that interview? Regardless, a thing came up today. I want to run it around the table where it says, Manson's now dead. Is it time to parole the followers that actually committed the crimes? He was the mastermind, implicated in 2 or 3 deaths.
No.
They were never brought to the forefront. One of them's dead. Now Charlie's dead. So you got about 6 of the other followers still rotting away in prison.
Let them fucking rot away. I mean, hell, why are we going to fucking reciprocate now? Fuck that shit. Let them fucking keep living off of us, just like the fucking rest of them. Let's do it. Fucking, hey. Let's not fucking save tax money anywhere else and let these motherfuckers.
Now, here's my question. A lot of these people were in their teens and early 20s when all this went down. They've been in jail ever since. It's the only life they know. They're all in their 60s and some in their 70s. How are you going to assimilate if you do parole them to everyday life?
You can't.
The world that they knew in 1969 is so far removed from the world we have now. Imagine handing one of them these little gimmick phones and saying, "Hey, you know what? Order me a pizza."
They'll start a new cult in twice exactly. Twice as fast.
Yeah.
Twice the time, and twice as fast.
Yeah, it's like,
twice the members. Fucking, yeah, absolutely. They'd be all over it, dude. No, these motherfuckers were so easily manipulated to
and
take...
vicious. Those crimes were vicious.
Exactly, my point. Like, they were not like just simple murders, people. Like, these are disgusting crimes. These are not human beings. You do not do this to another human being.
I don't want to equate Charles Manson to he who shall not be named, but I did listen to an interview with he who shall not be named's sister-in-law recently, talking about, because other people had the same idea we did. It's the 10th anniversary and all this bullshit. And she actually went over what they told her, not only in the autopsy report, but the cops have sat down with her and told her what they found. And he said he brutalized her. It wasn't just she was choked and tied up and covered with a blanket and a Bible next to the body. No, he fucked her up.
Yeah, yes.
And the kid got off light. He just got suffocated, done and done. He brutalized that woman. Now, take that and go and find Helter Skelter, the book. Find any sort of knowledge you can find on this.
Obviously, go to Amazon, get yourself one of them Kindles, get some free fucking reading. Grab this man's book, but also grab Helter Skelter, the book. Believe me.
The pictures in that book will tell the story.
Yes, I don't read a lot of books. Anybody will tell you that. There's very few titles that I have read. But this is one of them, and this is one of those books that will literally get the hairs on your arm standing straight up. Because
and if you don't read books, have you considered signing up for Audible?
Ooh, there you go. Somebody can actually read you a bedtime story.
See, Audible to me is like
a, would be the
book podcast. Go ahead.
It would be the awesome narrator for like Helter Skelter, like Jack Nicholson or somebody like that.
Dude.
Like, fuck.
I was thinking if he wasn't dead, Vincent Price.
Yeah,
Vincent Price would have read the shit out of that book and scared you just listening to the contents.
No, because something like Helter Skelter, you want the little Jack Nicholson laugh at all the bad parts.
All right.
He like cut her up with a fucking knife.
Right?
Anyway, moving on.
Where were we on that? Oh, Audible to me, if you don't like sitting down like I do with the physical book, or you can have your little Kindle. I'm kind of softening on the Kindle, although I won't use it. But Audible is easily, like, for me, I don't turn on the radio anymore. I have my podcasts in my ear. Any one of a dozen podcasts I subscribe to, including our own. And as I'm driving, I've got them in my ear. This is a way for you to have a book in your ear, more often than not, sometimes read by the author. How cool would it be to read or to listen to, say, just because I was thinking of him recently, Roddy Piper had a book a few years ago. If it ever went book to tape, I'd love to hear him read his book. Jesse Ventura has vocalized every one of his books. How cool would that be?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because you could actually picture him thinking this and saying this as he was writing it down, or as he was telling his ghostwriter in some cases.
Sometimes even these audibles, they're not a bad idea. I mean, especially for people that travel a lot. You know, I mean, slap it in and you can literally, listen to it, or even while you're driving, if you're flying, whatever it is.
Oh, that's a good one. Because if you don't want to carry that big, bulky-ass book and then you fall asleep and it drops on the ground, you can just listen.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
they've come a long way, too, now with devices. Because remember, like, audiobooks, you had, like, 5 or 8 CDs.
Yes.
It was like, exactly. Like 6 cassettes or 3 CDs.
And now it's all fucking on downloads. You can file everything to be freaking fit on your goddamn book. I mean, and now Amazon has that hell of a deal now. It's read for free, for crying out loud. You just buy the freaking Kindle. You buy the membership, much like their Google
Kindle
Music.
Unlimited, yep.
Yeah, Kindle Unlimited, exactly.
My books are on Kindle Unlimited.
You can freaking read everything for free.
What's really cool, actually, is Amazon has this thing called WhisperSync, and if you have a Kindle that's capable of it, you can actually buy. If you buy the audiobook, it will read and highlight the words as.
Oh, like follow the bouncing ball type thing.
Yes.
Karaoke books.
It's called
That's
WhisperSync because I tried Audible and I have still have never finished reading this book, this zombie book I bought, and I have the Audible version. I'm sitting there reading it, and it's the most boring narrator ever is reading this book. Like Jim got out of his police car. They hate getting out of that police car. You know, the same goddamn police car.
You know who should read Eddie's books for Audible? Sergeant Statist. I think that would be fun.
God no.
Okay. Just thought I'd throw it out there. Or maybe who's that rapper that can't speak English, but when he raps, it's fun? Biz Markie would be funny to read the book.
Or Mutombo.
Yeah. Oh, Dikembe. Is he dead or is he still alive?
He's still alive, man.
Why did I think he was dead?
Come on.
All right. Guys, if you're in the area Saturday night, December 9, come see Loki, Jabroni, and Focus as Constitution State Wrestling comes back to L.T. Grasso High School in Groton, Connecticut.
Groton.
Doors are open at 6. The show is at 7, headlined by former WWE superstar Adam Rose as he takes on Brutal Bob Evans. We will be there. We're actually donating a couple items to the raffle you can get in on. It's also the day after my birthday, and it's the birthday of their videographer, Christine Coons. So it's going to be like a pretty good deal right there. We're going to have fun.
Last year was great, and you can still watch it on Facebook.
Yes, I actually I went back and watched certain pieces of it. That was fantastic. We really did a good job.
I think so.
And the performers themselves did a great job. And Nat Peterson runs the event. He did a great job. Looking forward to this year just as much as I was, if not more, than last year. So, again, we're going to tell you, if you hear about it, come up, see us, come shake our hands, come slap us around, come sexually harass us. We don't really give a shit. We're not going to wait 25 years to tell you about it.
Oh, we'll sue you right then.
That's right. I'm going to sue your ass.
I'll wait 25 years.
I'll sue you for a 30 rack and $20.
Like, remember that time you grabbed my ass?
Oh, Christ.
I remember it.
Nobody grabbed
That was
your
cool.
Not really. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ed, please roll that beautiful bean footage.
All right.
You're so fat.
Oh, my God.
I haven't even hit the button yet. It's peanut butter.
I've been
jelly time.
hiding those, and you've been... belt with a boomerang.
I like that one. You're so fat. You sit on the fucking rainbow Skittles. Come out.
Wow. You're so fat, you're on both sides of the family.
It's horrible.
Your teeth are so yellow, you spit butter.
Hey, we're not.
Wow.
Where did the yellow thing come from?
I don't know.
We're talking about fat jokes,
Yeah.
and you just like twisted.
I don't like making fun of fat people.
You're so fat, the back of your neck looked like a package of Franks.
Yeah, I know that one.
All right.
Did you guys do break your leg and gravy poured out?
No, we haven't done that one yet.
No, we did. We were about to do. You're so fat, you get
You're
running
so
your
fat,
jeans.
jumped up in the air, got stuck.
You're so fat, your blood type is A1.
I like that one actually. I said barbecue before, but
Okay. I've never heard that one before. Okay, we got a question before you go into top 10 because Adam Crandall can't show up on time. Do you guys still think the Pats are not going to go to the Super Bowl again?
who says this?
Adam Crandall. You know, he shows up late. He throws in a Pats reference here and there.
I think you're a little late for the sports talk. Moving on.
Okay.
Right? Wow. Yeah, I agree.
We'll talk about it next week. Be there on time.
No, I don't think they're going to make it.
Wow, okay. I don't either, but
Not this year. Not our year.
we got a top 10 coming up.
Yes. Yes.
So,
yes.
Adam, just sit back. We'll get to you.
And
We got
don't
you.
worry.
We got you, bro.
So fat, sometimes you got to get a fucking estimate from a restaurant, but that's all right.
Wow.
It's okay.
You're so
And-
fat, you
and
iron
no.
your clothes in the driveway.
No, they're not going.
Fat shaming is wrong. You're so fat, you sit down and break a chair in the stoop. Never mind. Guilty.
You're so fat, you forgot what your belly button looks like.
Wow.
You're so fat, you go to the zoo and elephants throw peanuts at you.
Wow.
All right, okay, I got to do this.
You're so fat that if you wear heels, you'll strike oil.
You're so fat when you go bungee jumping, you go straight to hell.
I'm done.
Okay,
We just get the top 10. Adam, it's 6:30 every Tuesday night. When we change, we let you know ahead of time. Thank you, though. Thank you for being here. I
You're
do appreciate
so fat, Nintendo used you to model for King Hippo.
it. Wow.
That's not.
That's
That's factually not true.
Wow.
All right, for all you women out there and for the sexual harassment buffs, I have a special one for you.
This is going to be good, I hope.
Top 10 things you should not yell out in Victoria's Secret.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's fucking great.
This better not suck.
Number 10. Does this come in children's sizes?
Wow. Only in Arkansas.
Number 9. No thanks, just sniffing.
Okay.
Number 8. What is that? You just shut
Yeah, he's
I'll be in the dressing room going blind. Thank you.
Ooh.
Number 9. My mom will love this.
Oh, for the love of Christ.
Number 6. It won't matter. She's inflatable. Number 5. No need to wrap it up. I'm going to eat here.
Oh, wow.
You got to smile really loud,
Yeah.
too. Like that.
Nice.
Number 3. Miracle what? This would be better. This is better than world peace.
Oh, my Lord.
Miracle, bro.
Yeah, I got
That thing is great. Did you ever see that thing fucking actually work?
Is that the thing with the water gimmick? And
No, that just pinches them closer, so it gives you like super cleavage.
Ooh.
Oh, so you haven't seen the Miracle Bra?
No, I've not.
No. Number 2, $45. You're just gonna end up naked anyways. What the fuck?
That's why I don't shop there.
And number 1, you do not ever want to scream this out in Victoria's Secret. Oh, honey, you'll never squeeze your fat ass into that anyways.
Nice. The fuck is wrong with you?
You're so fat you dance and the fucking band skips.
Oh, see, I always said you're so fat you walk across the living room and the radio skips.
The band too. Hey, think about how fat you got to be when you skip and a fucking band's like.
We saw this is you can ask him on the 9th. The security guy for CSW is Alan Warga, and we went to see Raw together in Hartford. And there was this really gigantic lady who bought that old T-shirt that said "Raw is War,"
Oh God!
but because she's so big and she had to buy like the 7XXX version, it was all bunched up. And he looked and he looked at me and he was all quiet. He goes, "That doesn't say Raw is War. That says Raw is wubble 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 wubble." True fucking story.
Well, when you were so fat, you used to rap in the 80s.
Oh,
Christ.
you rap during Christmas.
You're so fat, you're one of the disorderly orderlies.
Wow!
You're so fat, Jenny Craig got a warrant out for your arrest.
Looking for me, baby. Just looking for me.
How did we get on the fat jokes?
This is great. That's why. All right. So we want to thank each and every one of you. Like Chris said, we're going to be at Groton the 9th.
I want you to tell Triplicious a fat joke and see if you don't get power bombed.
Is he gonna be
Remember
there?
him? Yeah, he's going to be there.
All right. I'll tell him a couple fat jokes.
Make sure you throw one down on him.
I'll get some new ones. If you guys show up, you won't hear the ones that we just said. How about that?
Right.
We'll go ahead.
Wow.
They'll be way newer. Super newer.
And it's come down to this.
And don't forget, my partner's birthday's coming up. So
You won't offend me with beer.
If you want to buy him something, or if you want to come visit us, we're going to be celebrating.
Oh yeah, that's right. We not only the 9th with CSW, December 16th we'll be at Tokyo Sushi in Norwich, having a good old time, singing the karaoke and doing our thing. And if you don't like karaoke, don't fucking go, because
we don't want you there.
Don't be like that chick.
We don't want you there. We don't want you there. We just don't want you there.
Wherever you are in the country,
Use the power of the feet and leave.
right?
Or use the power of the internet and look online and see who plays fucking top 40s, because it won't be us.
Nope. Nobody wants.
You want to hear something different? Sing it.
Exactly.
Ooh, I like that. Dare
if
me
you
to
wanna-
find it.
If you want to shop, for my birthday. There's a couple great sites you can go to, starting with www.lokiandjabroni.com. Use the Amazon affiliate link. Use the WWE affiliate link. Use all of our fantastic affiliate links to get something for yourself, your family, or if you're so inclined, for me for my birthday.
I got to use our affiliate link and go see Justice League.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, I gotta see it.
My fucking Fire Stick shit to bed. I don't have Cody anymore, so I can't watch it.
You never had any of that.
Oh, I had all of it.
What? Did you lose your remote, right?
Well, it started with the remote.
Now the whole thing is toasty?
So we got a new remote. Get this. So we had the original remote, and the stick has never left the television.
Right.
It's just bang, it's plugged in. The remote shits. We can't resync it, right? So Angela calls out, and we get a new remote. It comes in, it fires up right away. Bang! But all our good shit, Cody, Wrestling on Demand, all these great things we use on a regular basis, gone. Just gone. All the downloadable shit, gone. Why are you giving me the face? Why? Explain yourself.
Because legal.
No, horseshit. I'm not. No, don't make me hit my button over here because I need to know why.
There'll be no talk about hacking Fire Sticks.
Oh, so yeah,
on the
so
Loki and Jabroni
everything
show.
went great. I still have Netflix and Amazon Prime, which I use all the time, and it's fantastic, and it's wonderful. Mark, come home and help me. Hurry up.
It's got a lot. It's yeah. They yeah.
I don't know what happened. It was a simple remote. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. It erased all of our watch history, too. So everything we watched on Amazon Prime, Netflix, all of our saved stuff that if we click it, it says, you're on. She loves The Fosters, that show from ABC Family or Freeform or whatever the fuck they call it now. Before the
Freeform because it got sex on it now.
I like the sex show.
But it used to, if you signed on to the show, it brought you to where you stopped. All that shit was gone.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. And don't know if you heard, by I think they said April, new season of Making a Murderer. Stephen Avery's coming back, baby.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that.
I know.
Have you checked out this show Mindhunter yet?
No.
I'm not 100%. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but it's interesting. It's about the guys that pretty much started the whole profiling of serial killers.
No shit.
And yeah,
it's Mindhunter?
Mindhunters.
Okay.
About these two guys are trying to teach local law enforcement shit. It takes place like in the 70s or something.
Okay.
When they really got into profiling.
Definitely have to look that up.
Oh yeah.
Was it on this show or the Speedway review that I brought up Jim and Andy?
Both.
Okay. And you watched it.
Oh, I watched it, yeah.
Was that not some good shit?
That was fucking crazy.
Check out next Wednesday, not tomorrow, folks, but next Wednesday, which would be the 13th of December when C&J Speedway Review comes back. Corey has homework. He has to watch Man in the Moon and then watch Jim and Andy and tell us what he thought. Now, have you seen The Man in the Moon, the story about Andy Kaufman? Have you seen Jim and Andy, the documentary?
No, I haven't seen that.
Please watch that. Report back next week. It's equal parts entertaining and heartbreaking all at once because there's Jim Carrey, and you realize just how fucked this guy is.
Like kind of regret and shit in his face, and like he became Andy Kaufman.
Oh yeah.
And because he became Andy Kaufman,
Jerry
Andy
Lawler
Kaufman
kicked his ass again.
Became Tony Clifton. And oh Jesus Christ!
And Jerry Lawler kicked his ass.
Wow.
And Jim Carrey fucking loved it.
Mm-hmm. He reveled in that shit. I don't want to ruin too much, man. Watch the documentary. Oh, my God, I was glued to it. I should have been asleep. Should have been getting ready to wake up at dark 30 to go to work. Nope, there I am, 2 a.m.
They even have footage of him punking Hugh Hefner, which was fucking
great. As
Hugh
Clifton.
Hefner did not look happy at all.
Well, didn't he? Oh, don't want to ruin it, but am I right? There was this, and then Jim Carrey, and then...
Bob Zamuda was playing Tony Clifton again. They thought it was Jim Carrey, and then Jim Carrey walked in. And everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
That's crazy. Uh-oh. We got some angriness going on upstairs. Never adult time here at Valhalla Entertainment Complex. So what time? I don't have a watch on. Does anybody have the time?
It's 8:30.
Got a bit of a Patreon we can do? Maybe a 15-minute gimmick? Let's give the investors what they came for.
Yeah, I guess we could.
All right, guys. We will see you next week right here on the Loki and Jabroni Show. Come check us out on the 9th CSW El Grasso in Groton, Connecticut. We're going to have a good time.